No, no, no.
Aha, now it starts.
See, okay. I was just wondering if anybody had noticed anything.
Hey, me too. I didn't notice anything either.
Not behind you,
I
Chris.
swear to God. Hey, Chris, keep it real. Snake will bite you in the.
I'm
It's a
literally.
snake, it will bite you literally in the face right now.
I mean,
No, if I said face, Chris, why are you turning behind you?
seriously,
Ladies and
why?
gentlemen, welcome to Three Black Geeks. This is another episode of Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball.
Look at that picture good enough, Chris, and tell me what you see.
I saw it multiple times over. Yes, it's great. It's excellent.
Did you, Chris? What are we talking about right now? We need confirmation.
Um, you know, green. The tits and Piccolo. There you go.
You know what? Good enough.
This is the reason why I didn't want to do it anyway.
How it
Because
started
I knew he
versus-
was.
I just put it how it started, how it's going.
So this is the reason why I didn't want to put that picture up there anyway. Because I knew Eris, he was going to take the piss out of it, either by
I'm mad you
It's
put
like
two.
you-
I'm mad you put two mid as hell white women on the screen.
I'm the
That's
one that
awful.
I'm the one that found that picture,
Chris,
and I threw
she
it up
was
there.
fighting for our freedoms.
And the other one was just exposing it.
And the other one, the other one was just trying to sell her bathwater online. Come on, man.
Yeah.
These
The
are
most-
two entrepreneuring white women.
two white bread, one whiter than the other. Didn't think that was possible.
You know
but-
that's a
Well,
you know what,
no,
you know what,
see,
Eris? He got us
Chris,
on that one.
No, Chris, what you're
One
supposed
is
to
clearly
say,
whiter than the other.
no, Chris, what you're supposed to say is two mid, extremely problematic ass white women.
What you
No,
meant to
no, I'm
say
just
was any white woman's problematic around a black man. See, that's where we need to actually have the conversation at.
Because first of all, if anyone can tell you, like the like the green one here, nigga, we was kings.
First
Once
off,
Once
the
a
fact
long
that we
time
start-
ago.
The fact that we start off hot like this, and then we ended up back to
Hot.
Dragon Balls.
Hot.
Came in hot.
Simmer
Hot.
down,
That
simmer
was-
down there,
Hey,
son.
Chris,
simmer
that
down.
was 2 seconds with the hot water on. It ain't even warm yet. Don't even do that.
It's not even hot plate level hot.
Come on, man. That's not even like if you was washing dishes and your mom came over with it, that ain't hot enough. What you doing? That's what that is.
First
It's
off,
barely
first-
lukewarm.
No. First, let's peep these youngins to game here, okay?
Peep
Hot to
these
us.
youngins.
Hot to us.
Peep
Scalding
these
hot.
youngins to game.
Scalding hot.
Yep, fresh
To a-
gray hair right there. Thank you,
Scalding
Chris.
hot to us is like lukewarm to a woman. Let's just be real about this. All right. So
I like
Just
how
saying.
I like how Chris was defending. Right.
it's the
No,
truth.
you know what, Chris? You know what, Chris? You bring up a real good point when you're comparing the sexes. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Three Black Geeks. This is on the King Piccolo saga. I'm so glad to be with Christopher. Christopher, how are you? DJ Sue, how are you also? And like anybody that is watching, click, subscribe, hit the notification button. We are on YouTube, Twitter, and all the other good places like that. Please comment all through this episode if you see all the rest of that good stuff. And we are here. It's been 2 years, 2 full years. No, not 2 full years. It's been a whole year since we talked about Dragon Ball and all this greatness.
So Dia said that this is where, as soon as Krillin got killed, that was the start of Dragon Ball transitioning into DBZ.
I
Territory.
respectfully disagree with that.
I kind of disagree, but I get the logic of it because to me, right, up to this point, and I said this, it's like how we always say there's this whole raging debate. Oh, Dragon Ball used to be about martial arts and now it's that. And it's like, okay, I do agree King Piccolo Saga is where it started going into DBZ territory with the fights because it was way more than just, oh, I know martial arts and battle of wits. This turned into, okay, so we're hitting beams. We're hitting, you need to get stronger than the other person by any means necessary. Yeah,
I think
it was
what
a
I
lot of
don't
that.
like about it. Let me straighten this out. First off, I didn't say that until you mentioned it to me, Harris. So if you disagree with it,
Chris,
no,
not Harris.
no. I mentioned a specific point. It
Ah.
wasn't.
we're
No.
just it's just different points then. Never mind that.
Mhm.
But I meant it just in general, just because it got the stakes kind of went up. Here's the thing: the reason why I don't like the whole conversation. Straight
Yeah.
up, let me be real with that.
It's not
I
in
don't
good
like the whole
faith, honestly.
yeah, it really is. You know what I mean? Because it's done with this snark towards Dragon Ball Z. Like that ain't the shit that got you addicted. You know what I mean? Like the thing that killed me with everybody, like, oh man, it used to be so simplistic. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, it did. So why do you talk about Dragon Ball Z, specifically the Cell Saga, more than anything else? Like, I never understand why people it's this weird backhanded shade. And I noticed that people that don't like Dragon Ball Z, they were hammering in that point without showing Dragon
They call
Ball as
morons,
proper
D.
love.
They call
Yeah,
morons.
I know they're called morons. And you know what, Chris? You battle them every day on Twitter. So let me battle these niggas.
You
all
battle
the
them
time.
in the you battle them in a non-fictional place called Twitter.
No, Eris. Twitter is real. It's a place, and feelings mean things on there.
Well, hold on, but also
Magical pixie dust. I get it.
According to our Lord and Savior, fucking Dollar Tree Iron Man, apparently Twitter is there for free speech, basically. So
yeah,
Dollar Tree is giving that way too much credit.
We're there for free speech. Free speech like this. You Negroes need to get off this platform. That type of.
Because I totally needed 100 times more of that once that Dollar General fucking damn Tony Stark took over.
Look, I am so sorry that the moment Twitter became X, but when you really seriously, when you turn that X a certain angle, suddenly it turns green and white, and it's Parler and Gab put together.
It turned brown to me because
Eris, that's weird. That's weird to me because there's people here, unlike on Parler.
Do you know?
Put it this way: the freedom of
Chris.
The fighting for our freedoms of speech. The Parler and Gab talk is now on Twitter. Also not to mention, right around that same time that Twitter was purchased or acquired, if you will, we saw the release of a competitive streamer platform called Rumble.
Somebody on Rumble. How come Chick-fil-A isn't sponsoring us? Well, Chick-fil-A ain't really digging.
Well, that's just very simple. They want to serve the drag queens.
Which, and then for those who really, really, really need their fucking degenerate kicks for live streaming, you got Kick.
Speaking of Kick, Krillin got, kicked in the head coming right out of the fucking Budokai tournament.
I love it.
The death.
I love it. We go from RP to Dragon Ball like that. It's beautiful.
My man came out of the fucking restaurant.
That man was supposed
fully
to
fell. He about to go into the itis, and he got itis permanently.
First of all, how you gonna? I just gotta say, hey Krillin, how you gonna get slept while you rocking that 3-piece suit, my dude?
What happens? Hey, Eris, hate to be that person. But Dr. King and Malcolm X were both assassinated in the suit.
Frank Lucas was having Chinese food and got gunned down. I'm just saying.
My man that got taken out that Chinese restaurant was buttoned up. He like, I was having a meal, a succulent Chinese meal.
The guy that thought that there was a sex slave, the guy that thought that there was a sex dungeon for children in the pizza restaurant got gunned down.
Hey, Eris, I hate to be this person, but seeing how all of our parents and grandparents in some type of way fought civil rights, one of our granddaddies got suplexed by somebody while wearing a suit. All right, so look,
it's par for the course,
gentlemen. Here's the.
There's a ghetto in every neighborhood. There's an ass to get
no. Stop it, both of you. See, first of all, there is one huge difference between all of them examples that you threw at me and where I was going with this.
Which was?
The nigga fought back.
Did he?
Krillin fought back before that
3-piece suit looked a little too clean to be fighting back.
No, because he had changed clothes. Matter of fact, no, he was already there. But the
He was
point,
there.
no. The point is that my man had changed and was ready to go. Shit was about to go down, and he figures, all right, look, I'm gonna fight this motherfucker, and then I'm gonna go eat.
And then
Like,
Krillin
you know,
got this.
What's that, Nick?
Krillin thought, okay.
That
My
kid-
point is, unlike everybody else that just got surprised, motherfucker, and killed, Krillin actually had a chance to throw a punch.
I will
He
say this
fought
though.
back.
He
That's
did.
the
He
difference.
did. He did fight back. Here's the thing, though. Krillin would then will experience something he will experience again in his life, getting kicked dead in that temple of his, and probably bouncing off that ground a few times.
I mean, listen.
Boom.
I'm
No, my favorite one. Dang it! I thought that head was going to.
I was not expecting to see Jay Feely show up and give us the field goal kick that actually made it.
Can I
Oh
tell
my
you
God,
that
man.
anime has
Justin Tuck came out of nowhere.
I like how anime has really overextended what it feels like to break something, because I know we talked about this in DBZ podcast Frieza Saga. The fact that Krillin basically was sitting up there as a paraplegic on the ground the whole fucking time. That's wild. Gohan has CTE basically.
When you get kicked so hard and you slide on your head, on the ground, like the way that Krillin did.
You know what,
nigga?
Harris,
Tap out.
Shout out to the Ocean Group. Shout out for the Ocean Dub. They didn't have to show us all of that head dragging on the ground,
bro. His entire equilibrium was fucked.
So when you watch it,
he broke his whole spine.
And when he's like this,
like ragdolling,
when he's like this,
top of his head.
When he's doing this, I'm thinking, okay, maybe he's got internal pain. I get it. It's like, no, he's a paraplegic on the ground here, buddy.
Hey, Krillin, get up. I can't feel my legs, man.
I can't feel my body. I can barely I can't even get up.
It's the inverse opposite of Any Given Sunday, when that dude got fucking knocked in the teeth.
Put it this way.
They found an eyeball on the ground.
No, I'm talking at the end of the movie when he got his bonus after getting that
you talk about Lawrence Taylor.
LT, except a little bit like.
Put it this way. Put it this way for Krillin. Put it this way for Krillin, y'all. When your fingers hurt when you try to move them, that's how messed up he was.
Okay, here's the thing I noticed. Every time Edge does a spear, especially since he came back, every time he does a spear and he does it a little bit too hard, or there's a bump coming back at him with it, you'll see him on the ground and you instantly see Edge do this.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because he broke his neck a couple times. So of course he's like, oh, thank God.
I mean,
so
when we finally saw, number one, here's a couple of things. Number one, Goku exhibiting probably the earliest sign of sensing energy. Because he knew something was off that whole time. And think about this: when Goku turns down a meal, it's real.
Mm-hmm.
He, as they say in Star Wars, I sense a disturbance in the Force. My man was sensing something is wrong.
That nigga Goku was like, something's not right. Where's Krillin?
I'm like, no, Krillin ain't here.
Krillin outside, nigga. What you doing?
I'm like, nah, Krillin's not here. It's been way too long. I got it. Nah. Y'all go ahead. When Goku says, y'all go ahead and eat without me,
I mean,
little does he know, he finally, when he gets there and discovers.
Imagine in his prime, Bruce going, nah. The fish fry can stay right there. I'll be right back. Something's wrong. Something wrong.
I gotta say though, the fact that when the announcer from the tournament was explaining to Goku what happened, and we get to see when we see the backstory, the footage, the flashback footage of Krillin fighting the monster known as a Tambourine. When Krillin sees that kick coming, I swear this is what happened. This is a reenactment of what happened to Krillin.
What the hell?
No, hold up.
Wrong.
Again, I'm gonna say it again. Notice the straight up flattening of the body of Chucky when you watch that clip.
What the hell?
I mean,
Just but no. R.I.P. to Krillin for the time being. So Goku literally burnt out and tired from. This ain't. Well, you know what? No, this is appropriate.
Really miss my nigga. White people you can sing it to, just change that
To W. Just remember that.
So Goku's like, wait, what happened? He killed Krillin, and he took a list of all the fighters that was at the tournament and left. So
There's a plan afoot.
It's not just any plan. If there's anything I want to give King Piccolo is this. The man is a man of focus and sheer fucking will.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thoroughness, if you will, the thoroughness of King Piccolo is just chef's kiss. But I want to point out something. So, gentlemen, I kind of made this comparison, and you might agree or disagree with me on this. I looked at this arc of Dragon Ball as the Dark Knight.
no, it is. It is. I mean,
It's you can. Hey, you know what? You can call it Dark Knight. You can also call it
Dark Knight.
Yeah, it's the dark.
like this is the Strikes Back.
Not even Empire. I would say Dark Knight or not scenario B, but the second act of Under the Red Hood.
I think what makes
I'm going with this, and here's where I'm going with this. Follow me, if you will. Emperor Pilaf. Remember that guy? We talked about him way back in the first season of Dragon Ball. Anyway, somehow he must have heard about this legend of King Piccolo. He finds a rice cooker, known as the Denshi jar, by the way, but it's really a rice cooker.
There's a rice cooker. Plug and everything.
Cracks it open, frees King Piccolo, and decides, hey, you know what? Now that if we free him, he's gonna help conquer the world for us, and he's gonna give us a portion of it. Blah blah blah. Step 1, step 2, question mark, profit. That sort of thing.
This is exactly what the Japanese did when they joined Hitler. And look, he gonna give us a part of the world.
Stop.
We could have the whole Pacific.
You stop it right now.
Nigga.
D, you stop it right now. First of all,
that's what it is. You're saying, yes. The Koreans and the China, you can have it.
D, this is the problem. You see, much like Emperor Pilaf and much like all the other gangsters and even Ra's al Ghul, you all turn to a man or humanoid creature that you did not fully understand.
I think it's interesting. Here's the thing that's interesting about this.
I think Eris, the feet tells us everything we need to know.
Oh, yes. Yes, King Piccolo, full of Black Air Force energy.
But here's the thing.
Full of it.
His 3 spawns: drum, tambourine, cymbal.
Are you trying to tell me that Akira Toriyama is simplistic? Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Here's the thing about Dragon Ball. Yajirobe.
He's a man.
Yajirobe took out, what was it, tambourine?
No, Yajirobe took out
Drum?
No, Drum got kicked in the head and got KO'd. Yeah. What was it?
There was cymbal, tambourine, drum.
Who was the fat one? It was the fat one.
No, cymbal. Cymbal was the one that got killed by Yajirobe. But
Drum,
that was the thing.
Drum was the one that was piecing up friggin' Tien.
Yeah, he got kicked in, like Goku basically one shot. Basically, Tony Jawed his ass and killed fucking Drum with a kick.
Bear this in mind though. See, Goku, when he first found Tambourine, tried to go 1v1 him and got washed.
I know I look like Kiwi, but I ain't that nigga. You ain't about to roll me on none of that shit, nigga. We ain't about to do all that.
Goku was a little bit weakened, but saying physiology.
He burnt out all of his energy fighting Tien in the tournament.
That being said, because I I know what Goku is. All right, I already know what he is. But we literally see Goku down a whole ass fish. I mean, he faced that shit. It was all his, right? Next thing we know, here come your boy Tamarind. Like, wait a minute, you're alive, and then Goku washes him, and I'm thinking to myself, Goku, are you a joke character? Are you a joke character a little bit? Just a little bit. I ain't saying you all the way joke. But are you a joke character? It make you like when you see that, it just makes you think that. But here's the thing: that's Goku. Goku would do that now. Goku would get into a fight with somebody. It's like Goku, why didn't you do that move? To be honest with you guys, I'm kind of hungry. And then he goes into instant transmission and shit like that. You know, goes in this motherfucker goes into God mode all of a sudden. It's like what?
But
Oh man,
with, with Tambourine, like with Tambourine, not like takes Goku out very easily. And again, you bad guys get very cocky because you're fighting the main character after he literally exerted all of his energy in a tournament. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, that's what you gotta do. It's the Cobra Kai method, you know.
Oh yeah, it's super Cobra Kai method. So, you know, after realizing you're not gonna be able to fight this dude, Goku has to come up with a plan. Yo, B, we need a plan.
I don't understand this. So you mean to tell me that Krillin's gone? All right, Goku, before you do anything rash, this nigga hopped on the Nimbus and got the fuck up out of it.
I just like how
he knew. I like the fact that he knew where to go. Like even Goku was on Black Air Force energy. He's like, yo, you killed my best friend.
And you knew it was serious. You know why? Goku was up there. He had to think this 2 times when he was on that Nimbus. I really should stop at that McDonald's down there. Now I'm gonna keep going.
Well, actually, it was Yajirobe that took him to. He took him to Korin, took him to Korin Tower first.
Yeah. And the reason why, and there was a bigger reason why, because Tambourine, not only did Tambourine do a Goku the birder, taking out his whole back, but this nigga looked at the flying Nimbus going, be ashamed if I destroy that shit. He did.
Son,
they took out the flying Nimbus.
He pieced out Nimbus.
Joe, look. I know a lot of people like, so what? Imagine, if you will, if the Ninja Turtles was fighting Shredder and Shredder purposely missed them and blew up the Ninja Turtle van. A part of you be like, no!
That's a G move.
A part of you would be pissed off. Like, oh my God, you took out our transportation.
Here's what had me rolling with King
and didn't
Piccolo.
move out the way out of here.
The shit that had me rolling,
pissed too.
The shit that had me rolling. So King Piccolo obviously can get busy, but at his old age, he ain't actually getting busy in comparison to the young folks. So him having to literally, because it's funny because when you see him when he takes off the fucking thing, he has this whole scene. It's like, this dude old as shit. Like, all right, yeah. It's like if Guru was actually slim.
Man,
or if Kami just took a day off from being at the tower.
Man, imagine Piccolo, Ma Jr., the one that we all love and call him Black. Imagine when that nigga finally hits 400 and he looks like that, because Black don't crack, or at least green don't bleed. Whatever, what I mean?
Green don't lean.
Green don't lean. I'm gonna give it to you, but we can find a better one. We got one more tournament after this. We can find a better one for that. But anyway, I always do laugh like Piccolo was just old as hell, yeah. But still commanded everything. I mean, look at this gangster, nigga. Like, you cannot beat that shit.
That was the first one. God,
by the way, that is Southeast. There's a picture for somewhere in Southeast. 16th. Actually, I don't think that exists no more. I need the white people to tore that section down already now.
No. Go, wait, put that picture back up. The one on the bottom left, the one chilling, the stubby one. That was his first one. His first offspring is known as Piano.
Again, are you trying to say that Akira Toriyama can't write? Shut up.
You got piano, tambourine, cymbal, and drum.
Look, I equate this
to Piccolo. I get
Piccolo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just like when we talked about Dead Zone and the Fruity Pebbles cruise,
It was more Fruity Pebbles colors for me, but you was right.
Yeah,
What was that name? Sancho?
Ginger.
Oh yeah. No, Nikki, Ginger, Sancho.
You know what? I was so mad because I remember looking up like that nigga's name ain't Nicky. That nigga's name is Nicky. Okay.
I gotta be honest with you. Like when it comes to evil villain designs, I like Garlic Jr.'s crew in that movie, Dead Zone, and I like King Piccolo. It's like they're generic enough, but they have a smidge of a personality by just saying, just make them different colors. We're fine. We're great.
I think the reason why you kind of like them because they actually go off of what they were supposed to be, aliens.
Yeah.
And let's make it still clear, Piccolo is an alien. The
Yeah.
Piccolo that we love is an alien. He really is. Dende is too, and Kami is too. They're not of this earth.
But bear in mind,
But
back
for
then,
some
though,
reason that gets blended in, and people kind of forget that. You know what I mean?
but you gotta remember back then, before the reveal in Dragon Ball Z that he's Namekian, we just assume, oh, that's their version of a demon. That's because that's what so we just assume,
Because what he is called is the evil demon king.
yeah, so we just assume, oh, that's their version of a demon, whatever. And then, like I said, DBZ was like, oh no, you're actually Namekian. What? Thought I was pure Satan. Now I'm just an alien. All right.
That had to be like. Here's the thing that get me when they found that out. When they found out there was a whole alien thing on it, Mr. Popo like it anything. Yes, Kami came from a distant planet. And the planet was like, yo, did Kami know all this shit?
I know I could have told all of you that a full decade ago in Dragon Ball, but apparently the creator did not deem it as so.
So jumping ahead, basically, Kami, when he came to Earth and became Guardian, he purged
Hey,
himself.
he's actually right about that. I forgot about that. Yo, real talk. So my wife asked a question about his forgetfulness, and I said, "Yeah, yeah." No, this is how it started. Angie was, her name is Lunch or Launch is actually Lunch, but we say Launch in America for fucking reasons.
Because dub.
That's what I said. That's what I said for fucking reasons.
Americans.
But this is but Angie did say this. What happened to her? That's very fun. You see Akira Toriyama between doing three other mangas and having to deal with the world famous Dragon Ball Z.
That he was done with.
Look, kind of did what every other creator does when you ask them about a character they forgot about. Hey, what about him? Huh?
We don't know that. What?
That nigga said, "What happened to lunch?" Look, what happened to lunch, Mr. Toriyama? Well, lunch is in an hour. What are you talking about?
2 times. Okay. Hold up. 2 times, gentlemen. 2 times that Launch actually shows up in Dragon Ball Z. The first time she shows up was in the filler arc after Tien was killed, and she was in a bar drinking. We only see that one shot of her. The second time was right at the end of Kid Buu when Goku asked everybody in the freaking universe to spare their energy. This homegirl got off a bus and said, "I recognize that voice. Here you go." That's it.
So why haven't you been back? With the
And
Z
hold on.
fighters?
And bear in mind, gentlemen, in Dragon Ball Z, we got both versions of her. Saiyan Saga, blonde hair. Buu Saga, purple hair. Done. Akira was like, game, set, and match. I do not need to bring this girl back.
I ain't got to circle around for this shit.
But nah, so
I am so mad. I saw that. So, yeah, launch the original 1010.
Let me tell you, no, that's Marin, nigga.
Easy.
First of all, no. Marin does not exist.
1010 don't exist to me either.
No, but Marin doesn't exist. 1010 was actually a part of a clan.
At least
Launch 1010 was in a video game, so we have no choice.
At least Launch
Marin only got included in hentai. Okay,
Marin was filler and never to be mentioned again.
So Kami gets to Earth, and basically he split to purify himself. To become
because
Guardian
he wanted to become the successor of the Guardian of Earth.
So basically, King Piccolo is a manifestation of Kami. Think the yin and yang shit from Jackie Chan Adventures, the talisman. Basically, it's just it's evil Kami. It's like, all right, cool, that tracks. That makes sense.
I like how
he
refers
candy for mentioning the talisman. But anyway.
Yes.
No, and the fact that he refers to himself as a Demon King Piccolo dips off down to the planet Earth. What is Kami? Hold on. What is Kami's like the original Guardian of the Earth? And now Kami do? What did they do? Y'all just let the shit happen.
Put them in the
Just let it
jar.
happen.
No. That wasn't them. Let's not confuse that piece of shit movie with. Let's not confuse the two, Chris.
I like how you emphasize the
No, you don't. He has to. Peace.
Let's not confuse the two.
Emphasize.
Drink the water there. I didn't want no dust to come out that pee.
let's not confuse the two, okay? First of all, it was Master Roshi's master, Mutaito, who created a means of trapping King Piccolo. Basically, I swear, Kira Toriyama must have watched Ghostbusters or something, because a man just broke out the freaking rice cooker, screams Mafu Ba after everybody on Earth tried their best to take him out, and they couldn't do it. No one could even like lay a finger on him.
Work smarter, not harder, man.
My man came back holding his arm like Vegeta and everything, like, I gotta go away. I gotta train for a minute. I'll be back. All right. Comes back to a young Master Roshi and tells him, I found a way to do it. I cracked the code. Broke out a rice cooker, said Mafu Ba, which scared the shit out of Piccolo, and trapped him in exchange for his life.
So what we have here is Roshi tried that move and no dice.
You know what I liked about Roshi doing it? When Roshi tried to do it, somehow getting caught up in the suction of that energy into this rice cooker, King Piccolo had enough foresight to throw a fireball randomly, on some I threw that shit before I walked in the room type of thing, because it just came out of nowhere and knocked that knocked the damn pot away.
I love it because he's like, yes, I got it. All of a sudden you just see no.
Dude, I love how Roshi. Did you guys love the callback? I know we're jumping major ahead.
No. I love this callback. You mean to tell me this is supposed to be Roshi and Crane together? Are you serious?
Hey,
more or less.
I mean, the eyebrows make sense. I love the eyebrows to really differentiate who's who. Because, Crane got the fucking, like, the straight, narrow eyebrows, and Roshi got the bushy eyebrows.
And I couldn't really get the picture I want, because the picture I want, they wouldn't let me get it because it's wet file junk.
Did y'all love did you love in Tournament of Power, Roshi calling back to that shit and just using it?
Boy, I loved it. I was like, y'all didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do.
When he took out the bottle, I was like, no.
I'm over there like this. You had to do that, Akira. Show me. And we thought Master Roshi was like dead for 2.5 seconds after that. You didn't have to do that. Now, how many more episodes we got before you ain't?
Hey, going back to Tambourine real quick. I don't know about you guys. I did watch it in the original Japanese dub, and I laughed when I heard Tambourine talk.
How does he sound in Japanese?
Nigga, that's Frieza.
Yeah, they alternate,
Yeah.
Oh, no. All right, here's the reason. I watched...
That is good old Frieza.
See, when it comes to Dragon Ball, I can hear it in Japanese or English. It doesn't bother me. I wasn't paying attention, so I needed it in English. You know what I mean? Just so every now and then, look out, Goku, and I can look up. Hearing it in Japanese, I just hear, Yamato, Goku. Then I hear, turn. Oh, now I gotta look.
You look out for music cues. That's hilarious. You had to go off of music cues.
Hold up. I'm not ashamed of saying that because I ain't the only anime fan.
No, I just had to, like, me personally, I had to watch. I just had to watch it in the original dub. Just cause it's just.
But guys, why did Chaozu have to get this though?
Nigga, did I just catch you having fun?
Yeah.
My shirt. Where's he at in my shirt? Yeah, little buddy, I'm sorry.
He had to get it, but he was like, "I wish for you to send King Piccolo away from blast,
bro. And that was pretty much the final time Chaozu could actually put up a fight worth a damn. Because after that, it goes all down. Goes all downhill.
Let me tell you something. Chaozu and Yamcha in this series let us know what they were going to be from this point to Super.
At least Tien went down. At least Tien went down swinging. All right.
Yeah, at least he did. At least he went down swinging. We
slumped by Drum. Come on.
We love bringing up. Oh man, back in the day, Yamcha, shut the fuck up. Yamcha has only been in at least 2 of these sagas properly, okay?
At least Tien got recruited for the Tournament of Power. What did Yamcha and Chaozu? They were just like, nah, we ain't recruiting y'all. Nah.
Boy, yeah, look, yo. Tien was the guest slot. Tien and Master Roshi were the guest slots in the Royal Rumble, okay? Yeah, I'm just sitting by his phone. Ain't nobody call.
Ain't nobody come see you, Yamcha.
By the way, gentlemen.
Yamcha, like, why'd y'all use me? Like, why'd y'all use me? Tien held back Cell. You got Heil Hitler through the chest.
Fair statement, I think.
King Piccolo did that too.
I was going to say yes. This is what I was talking about. There was a lot of Dragon Ball Z throughout this whole saga, and that was another one.
I didn't need to see Chaozu get the Tex Avery fucking death though in fucking Dragon Ball.
D said yes.
No, I'm saying that in a way because I laughed. I was like, I should be laughing at this death, but man, that's like that. That is literally Chaozu's greatest hits.
No. See. Some people say, "Oh, the way Chaozu got taken out was disrespectful." No, the most disrespectful death, in my opinion, was Dende. Bang!
What
you see? Look, you see the beam. Pass Gohan. Pass Krillin.
Pass Vegeta.
Go straight to Dende. Like, come on.
Vegeta sitting there, just like, I mean, I could have, died in front of him, but it's just nah. No.
Why'd you take out Dende?
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
Or in this case, you shouldn't have been healing niggas where I could see them.
You out there healing motherfuckers?
You out here pulling your Jesus piece on everybody.
I was like, you over here healing people like you can defend yourself. I don't know why.
Face Frieza, basically.
That's what I'm saying, yo.
What's up, baby? Talk that shit now.
That was Frieza. Listen, that was Frieza going. There goes your get out of jail free card, nigga.
Yo, so Master King Piccolo. So Mr. King Piccolo. Oh, yes, he is. Yes, he.
Only thing missing from the dirt crate.
Harris. So King Piccolo, well, what's going on with the country? It wasn't a country; it was a swamp that you're going to give me. What's going on with that?
And they what's up with your mama?
King Piccolo, I like that King Piccolo.
You know that
did he toss these niggas?
No, wait a minute. Wait. I didn't want to jump all over the place. What I was trying to tell you was the whole thing with Tambourine is Symbol. The moment those two got taken out, because bear in mind, Tambourine was able to beat Goku when he was weak, right? But Goku, knowing that a near fatal beating literally raised his strength to like high health, to like the new levels, comes back, completely obliterates him with a Kamehameha, and this is just embarrassing. When you get taken out by the Dan of Dragon Ball, Yajirobe, who literally goes full samurai and slices you from the middle section.
He did that shit like it was light work, like it was nothing.
And hold on,
I was
wait. And not only do you slice him down the middle, but then you even
Cook
go
'em.
out of your way to go for the number one contender spot, the most disrespectful after kill by eating him. You barbecued this nigga and ate him.
That's
shout
a
out,
viciousness
shout
that we
out
will
to
never get again.
One
Only
thing
in
of-
Dragon Ball you can do
one
that.
thing of note that I would love about Dragon Ball Z. Attention to detail. People are actually seasoning food in Dragon
Yes.
Ball.
Yes. And that's
Seasoning.
hold up, and that's Japan. Like, hold up, that's Yajirobe. That's a Japanese man doing that.
So you know it's
he's like
it's
the Japanese
hot as
wilderness man.
hell.
He actually builds a fucking fire pit. He ain't putting that shit in the oven. I'm
I
gonna build
like
a
how
fire pit.
Yajirobe.
It's like that shit from Monster Hunter when you put a
Yeah,
little barbecue kit and you're like rotating them over and over.
You know what remind me of? Yajirobe remind me of Snake and Snake Eater. Remember he was talking to Eva in the cave and he was like tearing up that idiot.
Oh yeah, it's like
that's what Yajirobe right?
Snake. Want some? No thanks. My man Yajirobe, full fire pit, salt, pepper, paprika, done.
bro, between
What's it is?
Toriyama,
It's hey, don't touch that. Let me give me that right there. This is the good shit right here, son. This is good shit right here. This is Dr. Frankenstein's. This is Dr. Frankenstein's heat sauce right here. I got it from this place in South Carolina. No, hold on. I got it from this place in South City.
Wait a minute.
You been to South City? Oh no, it gets ethnic down there, but they got the best shit.
No. Come on, man. We got to keep it for the three. We got to keep it for the three of us in our city. You know for a fact he is eating a spawn of Demon King Piccolo. You know for a fact that in his bag was a can of Old Bay.
bro.
Yajirobe had that Old Bay seasoning.
Yajirobe looked like a nigga that either puts too much wasabi, and in this case, Old Bay, which I like to call American wasabi, whatever.
Hey, let me tell you something. Between Toriyama and Miyazaki with the food, I'd be getting hungry. Like, I kind of need to eat some of this stuff right now. But there's nobody in this area that cooks it like that. And now I look like a weeb in the restaurant saying, cook it like Miyazaki. And I'm showing them a picture. And then I'm looking like an idiot.
You know what?
Here's the one thing I will say
what?
about Miyazaki eggs. I bet if you get how an egg look like in a Miyazaki movie, somebody like this, you know that shit ain't cooked all the way, right?
I don't care. It looks like
want it like
perfection. See, the both of y'all are talking about Miyazaki and Toriyama. What y'all really need to be checking out is how they be preparing food in Food Wars.
Food Wars is not real to me.
Oh, yes, it is.
No, it ain't. Because
Yes, it
I'll be
is.
Pineapple
goddamn.
fried rice was
I am
bacon,
waiting
though.
for it.
Exactly.
I'm waiting for look, because where I live at, I don't believe it. So I am waiting for the day a young Japanese man come into the room, take them collard greens and do something nasty with the motherfuckers, and I eat it. And I'm like, and my shirt come off. You know what I mean?
Hot sauce in the bag. Hot sauce in my bag.
It really is.
Do you realize that Hillary Clinton looked at Negro people and said that?
I really want to kick
I'm in
Charlamagne
place.
upside his head for egging that shit on, by the way.
Who?
Well, I wanted to kick Charlamagne upside the head
I
for
told
egging that shit.
Chris, I tell you, we're going to see it because it ain't started yet. We see it every year. There's always 18 overly happy black people with Democrats ready to egg crap like that on. But anyway.
I'm hanging in the back. Playing that Monday Mitten Masher.
I gotta be honest
Somebody's
with you.
getting fucked. Somebody's getting fucked.
Well, you mean that one dude in fucking West City that's like a King Piccolo Uber fan and shit? And
Oh no! I'm talking about. I'm talking about.
He's already got a King Piccolo poster, and somebody's like, "How the fuck you get a King Piccolo poster?" Hey, dog, I got connections.
Man. Look, you know, there's one dude that's been waiting on the apocalypse like this, like King Piccolo gonna get here.
You know what? We'll get We'll get to that. No, we'll get to that part in a minute. But what's up?
I have a question.
Yajirobe
must be. I think Yajirobe's a lot stronger than we think he is, guys. Because this nigga said
most characters are.
He said, this thing, and put a string through it. You put a string through a Dragon Ball?
First off, these Dragon Balls are made of, hope, streams, God, and resin. So
And Rock.
Hey, look, Chris, it's not your fault. It's actually me playing Witcher all the time. But when people say resin, I go, ew.
I mean, there's no, I ain't gonna say pause after it if that's what you're going with.
I just like how that nigga took a
Petrified resin.
I like how that nigga took a Milwaukee drill, and said,
You better put some respect on that DeWalt.
First off,
dude, that's Milwaukee. Milwaukee's are the good ones, right?
Both of y'all
are the Waltz are the ones that zap out on you.
First off, both of y'all are wrong. It's the slump drill. It has slumps like
yes,
on the side
slump.
of it. Slump.
Just to let y'all know, this is also an episode where we're going to be talking about Mr. Toriyama. So we're not. Thank you for that, Chris. Thank you. I love
Slump
that.
Industries.
Your nerdiness has been proven. Thank you for that.
Slump Industries.
Look, you gotta own your nerdiness, and stuff. You can't revise history on that shit. So that's how it is. Just how it is.
But no, I gotta.
Look like a nigga that don't wash his ass.
I gotta ask y'all. I gotta ask you, gentlemen, this question. When you realize that two of your lackeys that you sent out on a mission get murked, and you got to go and pull the Thanos and say, I'll do it myself. When King Piccolo stood up and said, I got to handle this shit myself.
Yeah, this was
because Tambourine had no problem going down his kill list of murking everybody from the previous martial arts tournaments. Because the whole point of why everybody had to get X'd out off of that list in the first place is because King Piccolo said, and I quote, I want to make sure that when I take over this planet, that nobody capable of creating the Mafuba can take me out.
And this was King Piccolo when he had to get busy.
Habibi firebombing got a missile tuck. If them robbers come through, then I guarantee they give it up. Lifestyle huge, this basic bitch, she in the little stuff. Hit a bucket, shit, I'm getting clutch. Monkey spot a fiend, whip it up, and then he fix her up.
It's the kicks for me. It's the kicks for me.
It's the leg waggle for me.
Any villain that look, villains, as much as villains love saying it all the time, they enjoy when they have to get their hands dirty. Like King Piccolo fakes as though he don't want to get busy, but when he has to get busy, it's like, okay.
Shout out to hold on, real quick. Shout out to Bacteria for showing up, lasting. He lost, but he lasted. He kept it to his street fight. He almost had that bitch.
Stop.
He looked like I know. He looked like a double. He looked like a double dragon sub boss.
No. It's not that. It's not that, D. I gotta mention this. Jumping ahead here. When they actually got the Dragon Balls to wish everybody back, I want to know who was the disrespectful ass that wished back Bacteria, and this nigga was resurrected in a trash pile.
Well, because Pigpen, you see, is dirty, so you gotta Bacteria.
What was the reason? I had a reason. What was the reason? What was the reason? I just explained it.
I want to know who dumped him. That was mad disrespectful.
I'm more mad than Chris now. Well, as you know, he smelled as of one, so he went back to where he.
Fair statement, I think.
All I can say is everybody else came back in the spot that they died in. I thought at the very least
this nigga was gonna wake up. This nigga was gonna wake up in that alley.
I really thought that he was gonna wake up in the alley, but I'm like, yo. So you mean to tell me that when the North City garbage man came through on Tuesday, they just picked him up like he was part of the trash, threw him in?
Well, to be fair,
God, he's been here for a while. Put him in the back.
To be fair, Bacteria in his head got the Dallas ending, where he's taking a shower, except he's in trash, you see, and then he wakes up like, I guess Pink Piccolo doesn't exist.
He's like, hi, good morning.
I love it. Now I see Patrick Duffy as Bacteria.
Featuring Patrick Duffy as Bacteria.
And Three Blood Geeks just knocked off half of its fan base. They don't know who the fuck.
But hold on,
I
though.
just gained-
Hold on.
Hold up.
We
Hold up.
gained about 200 because
Hold up. I just checked the back. I just checked the back of my head here. Yep, that's about 5 gray ones right there.
Oh God, Eric, hey Chris, look. What's that in your hand, D? My hair. You want to hear it? Step by step, day by day. Shout out to that one white guy. That was his part. Day by day.
The Duff.
Duff. Great. Now I gotta find a movie with Patrick Duffy just so we can say the Duff. Because let's just face it, we're never gonna do one with Hillary Duff, y'all. That's never gonna happen.
My knee.
Coming 2 years from now, 3BG takes on step by step.
My knee and I got a headache. Somebody please, Nuprin. I need it. Thank you, Nuprin. Little yellow.
Hold your hand, my nigga.
Thank you. I need that Nuprin.
2 years.
Hey, Eris, you just knocked off another 14% of people. What the fuck is a Nuprin?
2 years.
Why did we all turn black and white?
Here's the other thing. Why are you guys referencing things before I was born? Oh God, we are old.
No. 2 years from now, we're doing a 3BG episode of Step by Step. I have an infant in my hand, and I'm like, son, you're gonna learn about Step by Step.
Oh, son, let's tell you about Step by Step. What was Step by Step like, Daddy? Well, a bunch of white people came together.
One of them was from this show called Three's Company. What's Three's Company? Before my time and your time.
Before my time and your time. A time where you can touch a woman on her ass, and that actually was a compliment. Also, it was also a time where homosexuals didn't have much to say to us.
This also another time where you can give a woman. This is also another time where you can give a woman an open palm slap across the face, and no one got mad at you.
It was the 1970s, son. We was all doing blow. We're all doing blow, and we're still getting over the death of JFK.
But son, John Ritter, he was a god.
John Ritter was a god.
John Ritter was living that RP life. He was living in the house with 2 women.
Yes.
Don't
1 out of 7 and 1 out of 9.
1 out of 7 and 1 out of 9.
Don't you dare. Because now all I can see is him looking at Suzanne Summers when she says something stupid. You dumb whore.
Gotta emphasize the W.
Whore.
No.
Stupid
No,
bitch.
anytime
Because it'd be him and Diane, we stupid bitch.
No, dude. Anytime Suzanne Summers says something stupid.
Again! You fucking idiots! I was going to use that for Piccolo.
We can still use it. Fuck it.
If we can find that Rick Flair,
It's my turn. Hold on, it's my turn to beat you to the punch, son.
Be honest, we need the botchamania of Ric Flair frustration where he's like, that's Piccolo after the first 2 get killed. Like, God damn it,
Bro. So again, King Piccolo realizing I gotta do this shit myself. Y'all niggas really gotta make me work today. All right,
my
fine.
man was getting washed until he was like, shit. Let me go ahead and wish eternal youth. I fucked up somewhere.
So all right, so get this. He comes down and Goku
Cross your T's, dot your I's. That's what you need to do here.
Like Goku actually sees King Piccolo and dares to fight him. Right now, Goku, of course, gets washed by King Piccolo.
Wizash.
I mean, straight car wash, auto wash.
We're talking about show enough beat the bricks off of fucking damn
touchless
Bruce Leroy in that first half of that fight. I was like, God damn, he beat this shit off.
We're talking touchless car wash. All right. Now, Goku realizing, all right, I'm hurt. I mean, I'm like really hurt. We gotta go. We gotta go somewhere. He tells Yajirobe to take him to Corrin Tower. I wish there was a pocket sand. No, I really wish there was a pocket sand moment.
That's what he basically did to get away from King Piccolo.
Well, no. See, actually, King Piccolo dipped off after dropping both knees and getting his eagle on freaking Goku's back. You know what I'm saying?
Well, somebody does the squats.
Right. Which is amazing. King Piccolo did that, and the check engine light didn't cut on.
All right.
Obviously, King Piccolo was not a BMW that day. So
it's like when you know your car's on its engine's on its last leg. That was King Piccolo before you made that wish. Like, bro, one more fight, done.
See, and the thing is, like right at that moment, that's when he made the wish to wish for eternal youth. Get his youth back, which of course gave him all of his power back, so he's way stronger than he was before.
Okay.
And Goku gets to now when Goku gets back to like the Korin Tower, which is interesting because when he gets there, Yajirobe is the one carrying him up the tower, and all Goku had to do was just tell him,
say, "Wow,"
and which all Goku had to do was just tell him, yeah, there's going to be lots of food up there. You know, the food that Korin has, just one bite will have you full for 10 days or full for 10 months or whatever. So my man actually commenced to climbing. I mean, straight climbing, like marathon climbing.
Series, wasn't it like a whole episode of him climbing essentially?
Yeah, pretty much. It was like
and Goku
damn
just
near.
like, yeah, keep going.
Goku taking that nap. Goku on that night mode for real. So.
Motherfucker, give it up to Yajirobe having the grip of a gorilla going up that damn tower, not passing out when he went up through the clouds. I know it's a cartoon, but come on, yeah.
Yajirobe he's the black equivalent of I got 2 jobs. I'm grinding out in these streets. That's Yajirobe. So of course he's going to be motivated.
Yajirobe ain't got a job. Don't do that.
He's a hustler. He's a motivator.
No, he ain't a hustler.
Yajirobe got a convertible in a pit way, in a little capsule.
He lives off the grid.
I'm about to say now he sounds like a dude live off the grid. I live off the grid, man. I can't be with the government. So how do you pump your gas? Shut the fuck up, little kid.
I get the can, like I put it in the canister.
Put in the canister. See, it's different because I own the canister. It says capsule on the side.
No way.
Taught you how to read, little shit. You little shit.
No.
Yajirobe.
Yajirobe look like the type that would use E85.
Yo. Oh.
Yajirobe puts E85 in that convertible. You see how much that thing pick up?
Yo, why
he got that giddy up for real.
Why the fuck this nigga? No, that reminded me of you. That reminded me of my favorite jokes on Harvey Birdman with Wally Gator. Nah, I don't believe in none of the capitalism that is going around here. I don't support none of it. Where did you get that shirt? Foot Locker.
Now I need to watch Harvey Birdman again. God damn it.
By the way, so in the Japanese dub, the very first time Goku meets Yajirobe, hearing Yajirobe talk, Goku breaks the fourth wall by telling him, "Hey, you sound a lot like my friend Krillin."
That's the same woman, isn't it?
Yep.
I thought so. Yeah. That's funny. That's actually funny. Good one.
And just to prove the point even more, you imagine, because like when he told him what he looked like, you actually see Yajirobe shoots to the next frame of Krillin being the exact same height, but Yajirobe and bald.
It's the most accurate shit ever.
But
if that was the case, nobody would know.
Yajirobe.
No. If this to Brian, to your point, if Yajirobe did it, nobody would know about it.
I won't say that. Yajirobe don't rob niggas. Yajirobe is a squatter. No, he's a squatter. Yajirobe looked like a dude. Like, how long you been living here, Yajirobe? It's been like 2 weeks. 1 more week is mine.
He just looks like the type of
what? That's the law.
That's scary. That is scary how real that is.
It is the law. Like, here's the thing that always gets me.
That's scary.
Anybody that wants to do the squatting thing always forgets there's 7 other people that's looking at that same spot, thinking of the same rule. So if you squat something and actually did it, good for you. I don't know how y'all niggas do it. That's a real thing.
I had a house in Texas right now. 3BG be living out of it.
I know I mentioned that Goku got washed by King Piccolo before he made the wish. This is how washed he was.
Nigga.
Yeah.
You see that old light skin. It ain't, the ashy.
This is before he got his wish.
I know. Look, he's what I like. What we got is unbridled Negro strength.
You know what I'm?
Every voice.
You know what I'm hearing just from looking at this shot? You know what I'm hearing?
Crack.
No. Wait. No. I'm
slosh.
No,
brain hitting the front part of his skull.
No, gentlemen. I'm not hearing none of that. No, I'm not hearing sound effects. I'm not hearing sound effects. I'm not hearing wacky words being splashed across the screen. No. What I am hearing just from this shot alone is, well, so now you wonder how I got myself in this situation. I'm sorry, Stephanie. Look, Stephanie, I love you. There are times when I'm like, yeah, you're cute. Switching it to the Japanese dub, I don't feel like hearing you.
The only time I do not like Stephanie is when she starts laughing.
Yeah. Mute, please.
Me. Keep it going, shit.
Let's keep this party going.
Oh my god, man!
I'm like cute. Mute.
So, like you said, Chris
got it.
King Piccolo orders for eternal youth.
Cute. Mute.
King Piccolo asks for eternal youth. All of a sudden, he looks like he got lotion put on his skin.
Sir, that's cocoa butter. That is cocoa butter.
Cocoa butter. Namekian cocoa butter. And he was like, you know what he said? And I love what he said. I love what King Piccolo did. Thank you.
Right. Hold up. What we saw, yes. Probably this is the highest point of disrespectful kill in Dragon Ball. Son, seeing the Eternal Dragon's arm just drop before this man's feet. And the look on King Piccolo's face when he tells him, like right before he says, your wish has been granted, I'll take my leave. My man turns and goes, I don't think we're gonna be doing that. King Piccolo was Negan before Negan because he straight murked him.
I wish we got a scene,
sir. He quite literally put Shenron on a shirt.
I wish we got a scene of. I wish we got a scene of King Piccolo like, where's Roshi? Don't care. Where's Roshi?
Well, no, see. He already took it. He was.
I'm saying that should have been a scene earlier on when he's asking around about where's. I just need that scene. It's like I need to get my lick back. Let's do it.
It was more like a lucky come up for him because he, number one, freaking dodged the Mafu bot technique from taking off, and because Roshi was already old, it killed him anyway.
I mean, just like, nah, man, because that's how petty Piccolo is. But it's just, look, that is, Why is this not a parental advisory picture?
The curl for me,
son.
The single hair on Chatsu's
this is guys. Rogaine was clearly working for the little guy.
And how was it? That nigga had cancer. He was going through chemo. What you talking about?
Sir, that is powder. That is Powder Junior. Okay.
Jesus, Chris, I think my knee literally just popped by itself.
Spasm. Good Lord, spasm.
Ironically enough,
why do you have to talk in 90s?
Ironically enough, in the movie Powder, he met his own Chatsu fate in that film. So, hey.
Look, this shot right here again. This man was Negan before Negan. Just bodies everywhere.
Hey, yo, Chris. And to you.
Chill. The fact that D caught that reference, I'm like,
I'm sorry. I'm doing the Goku dodge like against Burger and Shade.
Oh yeah, everybody getting the business. It don't
Everybody
matter.
was getting it.
Let me ask y'all guys this.
Everybody was getting it.
Eat for everyone.
Let me ask you guys this.
Hands, I run them.
Now, obviously, power scaling and all that stuff, and ruthlessness and all that stuff. Do you think that if Piccolo, even with him being with the good guys, do you think if he had the same ruthlessness as King Piccolo, he would have got busy on the Saiyans?
No,
because it was obviously a plateau. There was obviously a plateau of what was going on.
Number one,
not saying he's gonna wash him, but just
no, I'm still saying no, Chris, because once again, King Piccolo is nothing more than just a physical manifestation of Kami. He's basically a quarter of Kami's power.
Okay,
yeah,
that was taken out of himself. Yeah. And then when he spat out that last egg, which was supposed to be his double anyway of Piccolo Jr., Piccolo again being, God, that was beautiful. Anyway, Piccolo again being the reincarnation of Demon King Piccolo, he's still half of Kami.
Well, I'm not saying power, I'm just saying the ruthlessness aspect of it, because I think that kind of,
even with ruthlessness, what can you do against a man?
I mean, if you go with the intent to kill,
even with all of that, you're talking about a man who's literally your height can do this. Okay. And suddenly a parking lot is in front of what used to be empty buildings that would have otherwise been filled on Monday.
Fair.
Shut up. Shut up. You stop that.
It's like when the body's not an indication.
See, I just came up with an idea, and I'm mad Toriyama's dead. It'd be like CSI Dragon Ball, where it's like the police investigators from West City have to investigate these martial art deaths.
I gotta be honest with you.
It's a whole season right there.
No. See, because Toriyama and the Bird Studio loves to pad the fuck out of these episodes, I gotta keep it real with you. The way that Goku went on this mission of trying to get strong enough just to take out King Piccolo, this looked like this was done in like a matter of a couple of days.
It does.
So what you're saying is it's the Empire Strike Back Luke Skywalker Jedi training.
No, it's more yes
and no.
To me, it comes off. See, hold on. You gotta think about it.
No, it goes back to what I said again. Dark Knight.
It's only been a couple days. It's only been a couple days, really. All of this only been like a few days, a week at the most, maybe. I want to go as far as say 2 weeks, but because put it this way, Piccolo came back 3 days later. Furry was like, "Yo, chill, man. I love the city." So that's kind of where it's at.
I would say in a matter of probably 2 days. Martial art, not all of them, but just some of the martial artists got murked, and because they was put on the 6 o'clock news.
Nam dodged a bullet, didn't he?
No, Nam was
a part of one of the victims.
Nam was actually one of the victims.
I could have sworn it was one of them that kind of.
It was Nam, and then there was the Show Nuff version of Nam.
That nigga didn't have a chance. He went in there, saw Tamarine.
You saw the Mr. Satan, the curl, bro.
Can I be real? That was my man from fucking MK1, the black dude. That was Johnny Cage's friend.
Art Lean.
That was Art Lean, buddy.
Wow.
Both of them. I love it.
I like how that movie gave us a tinge of hope that Art Lean was going to take out Goro.
No, he was not.
Not today, Negro.
He got that one, he got that one flying kick in the chest, and that was it.
If I was Art Lean, I'd be like, you know what, y'all got this. Just go on ahead.
You didn't even knock down Goro with that kick, son. You made him stumble 2 steps. That was
it. Johnny being a horrible friend. You got him, Art. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
I'm like, stop hyping him up.
Stop rooting on the black man in the middle of a fight like this.
Stop giving him hope.
Hey.
He turned to the road and don't give me hope.
Hey, I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to get this off my chest.
Fuck you. Fuck everything about you. I don't know why you in my whole shit right now. Look at you, man. Going over here, like, oh man, I can get you big numbers and all that. You can't even give me a picture on your whole thing. Get out of my face, nigga.
Are you serious? We
Dirty
actually got hit with
bullshit out
spam.
We get hit spam all the time.
We get hit with spam every
No.
I get hit with it.
No, gentlemen, I am used to us getting hit with the Russian spy bots that that come in and drop the hard R's on our shit.
Hey,
You know, the
Negroes.
Russian spy bot.
Yeah, that was King Piccolo when Goku was getting busy on him and shit.
Listen, King Piccolo is standing on all business with full black Air Force energy. My man said, "Who is the king of all? What was it, Southwest City or whatever? Like, who is the king of this place? Where is the nearest castle?"
Gohan
Because come to find out, apparently his castle actually does still exist, but it's occupied by King Wolf over here, right? So
King Wolf.
So he goes in and
yes, folks, talking animals in Dragon Ball.
Yes, talking animals. And an actual wolf is the king of that city.
Well, he's mayor now. Remember, DBZ mayor.
Well, he became mayor, but
no, he's the king.
No, he's the king. He's the actual king. Of
Why
that
they put him
city.
in a mayor uniform in Dragon Ball Z?
Well, Chris,
no. I got
Western ways.
D. I got you. Because Chris, Akira, God rest his soul, Toriyama, changes his mind on the fly with his own shit.
Gotta be real. He belongs in SWAT Cats. I ain't gonna lie.
Gotta be real with you. And I'm gonna keep it to the community that he's from.
That's Lieutenant Murtaugh.
Hey, look. Hey, Chris, I'm gonna keep it a buck to his community.
Blue Lives
He looks like he's a power top.
I'm not even gonna get into that conversation.
I like how they
I only know 3 words that furries use, and I know how all of them are like, yeah. I know how y'all niggas talk.
I like how that era of animation, they always gave the old person the Wilford Brimley mustache.
Yeah, everybody had everybody gets the Wilford
You can
Brimley.
tell that this is like redone for like
Yeah, I think it got redone for Super.
Games. It might be. I don't know. I'm not really sure. He wasn't Super though. He wasn't Super.
He was he was in Super, but he was also
I don't know how
he was also in Z, and he already had the white mustache. In Dragon Ball, his shit was actually blue.
Yeah.
So
bluish. Yes, I see. There's more bluish. Yes.
So when King Piccolo comes in and says, "Hey, I'm taking over all of this. I'm taking back what's mine." So. And he had to do this
sorry. I kept scrolling down on the word King Furry. You don't want to know what I saw. Beautiful.
Congratulations, D. You played yourself. Congratulations.
Oh yeah, I did. I saw fire. I put my hand over it. I said I was Joan Arc in a former life, and I kept my hand over it. What do you think was going to happen?
I'll tell you what was going to happen. King Piccolo regulated on everyone. A man flew above the castle and said, "Oh, I merely have a demonstration that I'm willing to share with you since you don't want to cooperate. See that over there? The whole west side of this city wasted. I can do that to the whole planet if I wanted to. Fuck with me."
And didn't he say today is the King Piccolo Day?
Nah, yesterday was King Piccolo Day. You know, one of you bastards, and I know it's somebody Mexican that tried to say it was Goku Day.
No, it is.
Wait a minute. I always heard it was Piccolo's Day.
No, it is. It's both, but May 9th apparently is both Goku and Piccolo Day. So happy day to both of y'all. All right. And apparently it's Gohan's, according.
But that's what I'm like. Wait a minute. Weren't we just celebrating his birthday in April? Goku's birthday. Y'all need that. Y'all look.
Jackie Chan's birthday is in April.
Yeah. Chris's birthday is in April. The point is, that's what I'm saying. I remember seeing everybody like, "Oh, it's Goku's birthday today."
And also, not to mention, also keep in mind, Dragon Ball itself was released in April.
I'm gonna need people to stop.
See, y'all need. That's what I'm talking about. Is it official day or is it whatever day it is? That's what I mean. Like,
look, I don't understand why we're celebrating fictional characters' birthdays. I look at people weird to be like, today's Chun-Li's birthday. I don't care, bro. I gotta go to work today. I don't care.
Hey, yo, Chris, you gonna have to stop being a fucking killjoy.
You really do.
We gonna look. Hold on. If Captain America got a cooler looking hat, we wouldn't hear the end of it from you.
Not really.
So you're gonna have to give us this, all right?
Today's Chun-Li's birthday, bro.
I want it.
No, if there was a date on the actual Wakandan shield given to Captain America, we would hear about.
No, you'd be like one of the Chris. If it was something like that, you'd be like one of these fucking goobers that keep putting up that day. What was like October 5th? Never forget what the ever had.
Oh,
you'd be one of them.
October 3rd.
It's October 3rd. Thank you.
The pocket watch.
I am so sick of seeing that every year. It's like, I get it. In 2010, you was watching something. I get it.
October 3rd, never forget. The day we burned down our house.
The day I killed my mom.
Can we talk about how
alchemists?
Can we really talk about, like, okay, when it comes to top like beam destruction, anything, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody always goes to Final Flash, Kamehameha. I feel mouth blasts are like underrated as fuck.
No, they're the most disrespectful.
Well, Doria did it, and I loved it. Piccolo did it like 4 or 5 times. Nappa did it. It's an underrated. Like, I gotta understand the training process to get to that.
First off, you gotta have to have that mouth action. Pause. Second of all, you're gonna have to be good with that throat. No diddy. And you're gonna also like no Chris, you went into this whole conversation. The mouth blast, man, is nothing like. Well, first off, Chris, we all got mouth blasted before. And look, we all got mouth blasted before. But here's the thing. Results
and listen, and the size of the energy blast to come out of said mouth also determines how dangerous it is. No Harvey.
No, not at all. Not at all. And sometimes it never comes up.
Just gas.
You're just down there for a while until you get it.
No Space Jam.
My man said.
I want people to understand.
My man said she was 21. Look, I didn't know.
No. See, here's the thing.
How old did she say she was? I don't remember.
Oh, you know.
Here's the thing. There's leeway.
There's there's EP really thinking he was going to get some cookies.
Here's where my problem is. You might get.
They are very menacing. They are very menacing.
Come on.
They are very menacing indeed. Especially if you get somebody that knows how to do it with tongue. It's even more vicious.
Clippers. Nah, but there's something.
They break out a grapefruit. God damn, I'm done.
Now I lost my train of thought. I hate you guys.
You know what, Chris? Usually when you get mouth blasted, you do lose your train of thought.
Sometimes it tastes like pineapple.
Sometimes you overthink it. Is it enjoyable for the person that is also? Oh God. 3 Black Geeks. 3 Black Geeks, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button. Comment as much as possible. If you want to donate. We're not asking for nothing more than $1. So,
all I'm saying is, if you just happen to listen to our podcast and you see us advertising Adam and Eve, you know where the genesis of it came from. That's how it is. You know how we got the sponsorship, so you just gonna have to
Chris. Now I'm going to be watching Dragonball with my kids, and I'm gonna see Nappa, and I'm going to go. Yeah. Hey, yo, baby, what you doing? See, thanks to you.
Peak definition of what that mouth do.
So, what's up, Brazzers?
I hear Brazzers going, we don't need you. We need somebody to draw Nappa with the best neck veins ever.
Hey, and you the Donovan.
Gay porn's gonna go through the roof, man.
You looking at Donovan. So Donovan, you're gonna have to make this bread for this family right now.
Wait, what?
Hey, you showed us your older can draw. He can draw.
No. Look. Here's how. Now, this is how I know about my son. My son can't draw necks. So,
Greg Land could not draw at all, and he put out some fucking.
Chris, you said it wrong. Rob Liefeld still drawing feet like triangles. He can do it.
Hey, look, I'm speaking on behalf of 3 Black Geeks. Yo, check this out, Brazzers. God is on your side, all right? You give us that contract, we be bow, outie.
Somewhere on the dark web of the internet, somebody's already drawn up a Dojin Dragon Ball with these scenarios.
I feel like they already did that, man.
Bobby.
Terrible. So anyway, gentlemen, King Piccolo, literally being a king for a day, if you will.
Pretty much.
Goku back at Corn Tower. Now, this is something that we only see in Dragon Ball. The shenanigans that have taken place is just pure Dragon Ball and not even Z level. Yajirobe discovers the whole canister filled with senzu beans and just eats them. You know what I'm saying? Just eating them, downing them like they're Skittles. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, how does this man's stomach not just explode?
I feel as though that
you only need to eat one.
That's what I'm saying. I think if you overload on sensu beans, it will either give you a really bad stomach ache, or it's like, hey, Corn, I haven't had a bowel movement in a few days, and I really need to know, do I need to go to the hospital? Nah. See, the sensu beans, actually, they take care of everything inside it. You ain't gonna be able to poop for about a month, so it's okay. Don't panic. You're not backed up or nothing. I remember it happened to me 100 years ago. I thought I went crazy.
But Corin, there's a problem. See, I taste brown. The actual color brown.
You no, here's Corin.
Why am I tasting it?
Well. Hold on, Yajirobe. How many claws am I putting up? Yajirobe, know what I said? Claws. How many claws am I putting up, Yajirobe?
You're a cat, so you naturally have 3 fingers or 3 claws, if you will.
Yeah, he's a smart ass. You're fine. Just lay down.
Lay down. We're watching.
There's a marathon of Murder, She Wrote on. Let's get.
There's some poor guy comes in there. Corn, where's Corn, that son of a bitch? You said these are going to cure my cancer. It did nothing.
Hey, there's limitations to what the sensu beans
How the hell
do.
you get up here? How did you get up here? I said, were you in a fight? Or was you in a... Yeah, I was in a fight with cancer. There's nothing I can do about that, sweetheart.
How did you manage to climb all the way up the tower?
Seems like you're pretty healthy to me. See? This how I know you're bullshitting me. Sensu beans are the best thing in the world.
Drop the cane. I love the fact that we got 2 versions of Corin going on.
It's like Wakanda Forever when that heart-shaped herb couldn't cure, the African cancer.
Off screen.
Apparently, super cancer exists in the MCU.
African cancer, nigga.
The Wakandan,
I don't know, man.
The Wakandan. Man got hit with that Wakandan virus. Wovid.
Right. It's a new strain. Wovid.
I want to say something really racist. I was going to call it the nigga virus.
That's a claw move,
easy.
Right? That's
too easy.
That's a Dr. Doom move right there. It's a new virus. I call it. Well, COVID.
No. It's not Wokovid. It's just
COVID. Huh?
It's just Wovid.
No,
Wovid.
It's like COVID.
Got to say where it's from.
You're trying to get sued, Chris. I'm not sure.
Who's going to sue them? Who's gonna sue?
I don't want to actually
Eric,
say
when
the
you said
word.
that,
I don't
when you
want to say the word COVID. That's why I said wove it.
No. Who's gonna sue us for saying the word COVID? All of a sudden, Fucci shows up. I will with his.
Nah, all of a sudden you just get the
Dr. Fucci in the flesh.
Bill Nye, what are you doing here? Don't know, son.
Like, what you look, what you doing here? I'm from the nation's capital, motherfucker.
Punches you in the face.
Bill Nye looks like a dude that doesn't say he's from DC. He always says I'm from the nation's capital because that's a flex.
It's not quite touristy.
That's no. I was telling this to my wife yesterday. That's a flex for white people. I live in the nation's capital.
All right, so listen, y'all. So
I'm from West City.
Here, so get this shit. Y'all want to hear something funny? Here's a good joke. Remember when we talked about in the Red Ribbon story, the whole thing with Mercenary Tao, Goku had to go up to Corrin Tower and like drink the sacred water in order to come back and actually beat him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's true. He went up there. I mean, Goku went there and he definitely did get that glorified bottle of Evian. Come to find out, that actually was just nothing but straight up Evian water.
Yeah, it was the Space Jam. It's all in your head, guys. It's all in your head. It's all in your head.
Too soon, Chris. Too soon. It's too
Because
soon.
it was all in his head too.
23. Anyway,
we are all Toriyama.
Apparently 15 is the new 23. Anyway, so
well, let's be real. 15 is the new 15 now. Okay, just keep it real. Keep it a buck.
Brother.
Understand? That's me looking at somebody that's 30.
Look. I'm gonna be real with you. I saw one yesterday. Homegirl was like, I can't wait to turn 16. Bitch, you not 29? What the no.
Let me walk. No.
I swear to God, my daughter, if I ever had a daughter and she looked that way at age 15, no. You're going to look like a nun for the rest till you're out of my house.
So no, but listen. So that whole thing,
long pants every day.
Listen, that whole thing about Goku drinking the sacred water or whatever, it was just regular water. Now,
Corrin, baby.
Corrin does tell him. He does tell him. Now, if you go down in that pot right there, you'll get the real super duper actual water of the gods. Which that goes on for about a good 5 episodes. In fact, one of the things that he had to learn was Goku had to stay out of the darkness, because the darkness puts you on the hallucination of the Rubal Holly. You know what I'm saying? This man got so this man,
water.
Bro, he was so consumed with darkness that when he thought this man woke up and found himself back at Kame House with all of his friends, not knowing that Master Roshi, that freaking Roshi's gone, Chaozu's gone,
got murked. Yeah,
he had no idea that none of this went down. So
I appreciated watching this in English, because in the English version, everybody literally talked like a robot. Goku, what is the problem? Goku, we're all having fun right now. I know. It is great that you're here. Yeah, I'm back and everything is normal, Goku. Goku, haha, yeah. Wait a minute. Something's not right here. Whatever do you mean, Goku? I love it. I love it.
Isn't King Piccolo? I have to fight him. He's running amok and he's taking over the place and I got to stop him. King Piccolo? Oh, come on. Just relax and enjoy life. Something ain't right.
Something ain't right.
Something ain't right. Nah. Check the water. Something ain't right.
Goku.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Like, look, I know I'm stupid sometimes, but I ain't this damn stupid.
Gotta love that, yeah. Goku does have moments like, all right, I'm a bit retarded. Not now, though.
Not now.
Well, everybody gets a little retarded every once in a while.
So
Goku.
No, Goku actually.
Goku, I love Goku, but Goku, we have to realize with Goku, he has gone through a lot of head trauma. And I keep bringing this,
CTE.
and I keep bringing this one thing up. He had a full grown ass robot baseball throw his ass through a brick wall.
He has been yeeted through a brick wall.
Which brings up another conversation. So Chi-Chi, you just took advantage of his CTE and got 2 kids out the mix.
Nigga, do you see that motherfucker's dick? You would. I like with Chi-Chi. Every time I talk about Chi-Chi, it melts down to 2 things. Either, no, I legit like Goku. Look at him. I love him. Then the other half, like, he's stupid as shit. He rocking all of the
But can I be real?
So
But let's be real. If you really think about it, it is kind of baked into the patriarchal thing of like Goku is the man's man and Chi-Chi is being the woman's woman housewife thing, and that's the dynamic that she likes, which that tracks, right? So it's like, okay, of course that would be a thing. Why wouldn't it be a thing?
Well, let's just fast forwarding real quick. Goku actually does get the water of the gods, and he comes back strong as shit. First of all, Goku manages to discover a whole new level of power that he never knew that he had, because all of his hidden potential that he had from just doing his regular rigorous training is through the roof. So he knows at that point, well, time for me to go back and run the fade on King Piccolo. Now, before he runs that fade, did you like how there is an actual surplus of Nimbus clouds?
Well, see,
wasn't that a big ass cloud out of corn?
It was a big ass cloud, and Goku just says, "Yep, I'll take this one."
That's 100,000 miles.
That's a good part of the cloud too, Goku.
This man just pulls out a part of Nimbus, like, "Yep, I'm gonna take this Corolla right here."
Got 100,000 miles on it, but it's good.
How many miles on it? I see
that
AA Celica right there. How good is that? You don't want that. The drive shaft is all fucked up. We gotta replace
it. First of all, sir, he got the Bunta special. He got that 86 Corolla Nimbus cloud. All right.
I feel I had a live long. You know what? So let's say first off, I feel like
first off, actually, I'm sorry, Eris. This is Dragon Ball, brought to you by Suzuki. That was
I just feel
hold on. Now that's an iceberg weed thing that I did, because Dragon Ball for a good minute was sponsored by Suzuki.
I thought it was Isuzu, because I did see.
I don't think it was Isuzu. I think it was Suzuki. That's something
might have been.
That is actually something to look up.
You sit there and named the Bunta special. I'm like, I think, Eris, I've realized I have lived long to become the villain, because I feel I've lived long enough to become Bunta right now. The sensibility is like, kind of want a Corolla. Don't know what year.
Chris, we all have our
moments. All 3 of us right now. All 3 of us.
Chris, I'm about to say, we all have our moments where we get old and you're like, you know what? Maybe I do want something slow and steady.
No. Listen,
something reliable.
If I ever got
that 89Z, baby.
No, if I ever gotten to that point in my life where y'all decide to visit me across the pond, and I'm walking around, my eyes barely open, and I'm smoking, like fucking
smoking.
I'm chain smoking on the daily.
Eris, that is going to be the grandest of fucking Honda Leafs. No, it was a Nissan Leaf. It's a Nissan Leaf.
Nissan Leaf.
Oh my God! Look, here's me like, Eris, what is becoming your life? Get in.
I hear cooking in the damn kitchen and stuff with a cigarette coming out of his mouth. Like,
boy, man, he got the Dr. Briefs going on the whole entire time. Is that cat alive? He's all right. Ain't that right? He's good. That cat ain't moved.
Well, did blink twice.
No. Like, no, he's like, you say he didn't move. It's because I trained him.
Hold on. Yeah, see, he's alive. I do that every now and then just to check.
Actually, I said, hold on. No.
Sons are playing today.
No, wait. I say,
we're the basketball team.
No. Check this out. I'm like, You guys want to see a magic trick? Check this
Wizard
out. No. Shut up, Chris. Check this out. I'm like, check this out. Kata. Literal backflip of my cat while on my shoulder. It's great. Like, this is the coolest fucking cat ever. I swear to God.
That's awesome, Eris. That's awesome. Me leader, Eris.
We gotta get him the fuck out of this country. I thought they had the better healthcare. He's clearly losing his mind.
Yes, Eris is awesome. Show us the flip again.
This nigga gotta go.
Well, D, I don't know if he
You
can
just not
transition.
going.
I don't think he can transition from
his shorty
Japan
ain't gonna
to
do it.
black ass PG County. PG County got more blacker. Charles County got more blacker.
Look, Charles County got more. Look, PG and Charles County got blacker. I didn't think it was possible either. We just got more defiant.
St. Mary's has a lot of mulattoes.
Look, what about St. Mary's? What about
They
St. Mary's?
They just never gave up.
They just never gave up. Like
the Klan, ouch.
if the Klan's still there, they're Democratic now. So it's
they don't really
weird.
They don't kill you with pitchforks. They kill you with kindness. It's weird. It's
nigger. Hey, nigger.
Passive
You don't have
aggressive.
the right. You don't
Passive aggressiveness.
All you niggers love living in this. All you niggas love living with this government that's not helping you out. It's like this. Somebody look. Here's the deep joke. You know what? He just changed two of the words they say over. It sounds like every other Democrat. Yeah, that's kind of deep. Yeah, that's kind of
weird.
Now, of course, Chris. One last thing, and I'll go back to Dragon Ball. I'm like, oh damn, Chris, I got to hit up Up Garage. Take a ride with me real quick. I am literally drifting down the mountain. I'm like, shit, I gotta get a smoke. Mid drift, pull out a cigarette, light it, smoke it, back to drifting again.
And again.
We gotta get this nigga the fuck. At least like a month before he dies, we gotta get back.
But look, just make sure across from his mama. We just gotta make sure that part's
I get up. No wait. I look over. I look over yonder. Stop the car.
You already fucking up. You use the term yonder.
Yes, nigga. We look. Listen. We have approached / passed the threshold of the big 4-0. All right, I can say that.
He's gonna wake up like Jordan Belfort on the airplane. The fuck happened? Why did they triple down on me, dude? You were wilding out. You kept saying Yagayaka like 5 times. It was crazy. It's crazy.
You called the captain the N-word. Hard R.
But I'm black though. Doesn't matter.
He's white.
Didn't happen. Look.
The captain was white.
D won't lie to me. D, what happened? We should show the clips. You motherfucker. Here's you. Oh, I must have did that shit. Yeah, you did that shit, Eric.
No, here's me.
Yo, nigga.
I'm like, wait. I did that shit today.
Hold on. Everybody look at the window, Eris. Look, it's Shadow Moses. That is motherfucking Texas. Yeah, he's crazy.
No. But I'm talking about while driving. I look over, I stop the car. I'm like, guys, get out. You got to see this. Look at that. It's beautiful. Mount Fuji on a clear day. You can actually see it. You don't get opportunities like this often. It's always either a cloudy day, foggy ass day, a rainy day. You can never see the actual mountain.
You know what, Eris, I appreciate you actually standing up correctly and actually speaking correctly, because you talk like an old man every second we was inside that house. You're only 53. I don't understand this.
That's because I'm home. Okay. When I'm in my house, I'm in my element. Now when I'm outside, it's different.
And then as you're talking, all of a
You're
sudden
German, nigga. You know you're more German than you are to any of this country.
then out of nowhere.
What? Wait, what, Chris?
Then out of nowhere, chloroform. Gotta say, then D says the easy way in fucking Japanese.
Easy way.
And you actually see subtitles when he says that.
Hold on. This is because like this comes from knowledge. You're trying to chloroform. I just hit him beside the head. He probably gets knocked out. Why you do that, Chris? Chloroform doesn't knock out nobody. That is only a movie thing. That's only in the movies. I did him a favor. D, I think he's bleeding. He be all right. He be look, he be all right. When I say that, Chris tosses your body into the trunk, but your head is. Where do we get over here? Dragon Ball.
No. Wait. One last thing. No, notice that when you do that, when you throw me, I still got the cigarette in my mouth.
I was just about to say, look, when we do that, you're locked out. Hold on. The swirls are around the cat's eyes. The cat is still on your shoulder.
Like, literally.
I gotta be honest with you, man. Gotta be honest with you. That was Tsunami doing a live look of Drum after he got kicked in the head. Just
shout out to this dude. Shout out to our boy TN. Putting this nigga in the full, trying to put this nigga in the
trying to put him in the chokehold, son.
Trying to put this nigga in the octopus stretch. It didn't even work, yo.
Hold on. Can I say for the record?
Samoa Joe.
No, hold
versus
on. Can I say for the record? TN doing this maneuver. Notice the look on freaking Drum's face. Drum is turning into Bane by telling him, "Oh, you think wrestling moves is your ally?"
Hey yo, Chris. Kurt Angle versus Samoa Joe 2010 colorized.
Note the look of accomplishment that TN has on his face.
Can I be real? Drum gives off big nigga that like he looks fat. It's the you know what? It's the Mark Henry.
He wants to grapple.
He's Mark Henry in TN right now.
I love this. Admirable. But mistaken.
You know what? I hate Christopher Nolan for that film in certain regards. But you made shit talking Bane pretty dope, and then
I look constantly theatrical nipple rubbing Bane is one of the greatest things ever.
It would be very painful.
Dude, I'm sorry.
For you.
I don't know if Ares was
perhaps he is wondering why you would shoot him on.
I don't know if it was Ares near me or D that was near me when we saw it, but when he just grabs Batman out the darkness and just I was like, yo.
I like how this nigga reached to the side and dragged this nigga out in the shadows. Yeah.
Speaking of reach,
Drum was doing that shit to TN though.
Not just that. See, which is funny because right when Drum was about to deliver the killing blow to like the TN, Goku appears, one hit, head absolutely crushed. Like I said, Goku came back with a power that nobody was ready for.
I swear that those type of moves are always funny because again, I always go back to Tony Jaa, the Protector. Fuck Muay Thai.
Like bam, one hit.
Well,
go back to what I like to say, huh? Just like that is over.
Here's me. Shit, it's still early. It's 5:30 in the afternoon. Like it's
gentlemen, to age ourselves, every collective fight party when Mike Tyson had a boxing match 30 seconds in. That was a fight, huh?
I never forget watching Buster Douglas versus Mike Tyson because all I remember was Buster and Mike getting out there, and I remember falling asleep when he was doing the national anthem, and I remember waking up, get up, he beat Mike Tyson. I fell out, woke up, and all I saw was Mike Tyson, the famous him trying to grab his mouthpiece. I remember that because I was like, what happened? I mean, seriously.
D, you fell asleep. This what happened to Tyson.
Hey, King Piccolo really was
on partying the night before. I wasn't focused.
Man, he caught that nigga. He treated him like he He hit that nigga like it was Robin Gibbons, young.
No, but it all.
Hey, what? It was 30-something years ago. I can make that joke.
No, in all seriousness,
Bitch should have ducked.
in all seriousness, gentlemen, King Piccolo, knowing that Goku is alive, goes after everybody that's still on. Stop it. King Piccolo goes after everybody that's still remaining on the deck. Know what he does to Tien here.
Yeah, I mean, he had squeezed this nigga the whole. He had him standing over there like, yeah.
I like how.
Do you know how awesome it is to see a man palm another man's head like it's a basketball, yeah?
You need to say pause after that, sir. Come on, man. Come on.
Okay.
You gotta uphold the YouTube. The YouTube, you gotta uphold that, because kids are watching this, you see.
I also got to point out
children are our future.
I also got to point out the level of disrespect that you are getting held
Well,
up
low
this
key
by your damn skull.
Stop poking me in my third eye.
Low key. If one of my ops gets messed up like that, I'm kind of laughing a little bit, like, ha! Thought you were the shit after that last tournament, right? All right, cool. We good. We even.
See, Goku can't even do that to Tien because it's like,
he's too nice to do that.
Number one, he's too nice, and number two, the match did kind of end in a draw.
Kind of did.
And they were both. It's the one time ever in the world where Tien is the same power level of Goku. Yes.
Look, dude, that was Killmonger.
Yes. Godchild, you are absolutely right. Is this your king?
I mean, I'd be that one dude that'd be like, I didn't vote for him.
This the strongest human?
No.
This the strongest human.
No. Is this your king? I don't even know who that is. News to me, nigga.
Look.
Joke off Monty Python. Joke of Monty Python. I didn't vote for him.
I gotta be real. I know everybody has over-abused the hell out of Killmonger. I ain't gonna lie. When he sat there and looked at everybody that he beat the shit out of T'Challa, like, is this your king? I was like, okay, that's some disrespectful ass shit right there.
He deserved that one. He deserved it.
It's like he deserved it because for one thing,
T'Challa didn't even
hold on. T'Challa didn't even land a single hit on him.
No, he got a hit. He got a hit. He cut him on the cheek. You see,
a hit. Okay, that's still nothing. That's like throwing a grape at him. It's like throwing a grape at him with edges. That's with sharp edges. That's about it.
Here's my thing. There's one thing I noticed. I didn't take this away from the movie.
The mini spike balls.
And look, I did. While you touching my chest, I just wanted to feel how it feels. I didn't know. Just want to know. I just see bumps. I'm thinking, it's a braille. You know what? Looking at that level. Here's the thing. I'm not taking this away from the movie, but it is something I did have to say. If it's just my thing. Now, Chris, tell me if I'm wrong here.
Mm-hmm.
Killmonger came in there with all that big dick energy, being the shit and all that. I'm thinking to myself, T'Challa, I've read the comics. You're an alpha male like shit. You didn't do nothing in this fight, and that's what I had to look at. God bless.
Here's the funny thing. T'Challa in the comic books would be on that show agreeing.
Agreeing. Oh, the patriarchy and the respectability.
Oh, really?
My God.
Oh, really?
That's the thing I keep telling with people. Y'all don't read the comic book because T'Challa is a red pill eating motherfucker. I don't know.
Killmonger is actually probably less reasonable. It's not even in that direction.
Reasonably less red pill. So here's the thing, hey Chris, that's what I'm saying. So when I see that fight, and I'm
just
looking at
smack you
myself,
in the ass and say get in the kitchen toots, and it's like, all right, cool, fine.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, when I look at that, it's like, yo, T'Challa, you're an alpha male. You mean to tell me you ain't showed up for this fight at all? And that's what I'm saying. I blame that on Chadwick Boseman. Sorry, dog. I know can't blame the dead, but I'm blaming it this one. Nigga, you look soft in that fight.
Soft.
He looks soft in that fight.
The fact
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, he is. Oh yes, he is. Oh yes, he is. Woo. Woo.
Hey, Chris. You know what was that? The grown-up conversation joke? Dude with the glasses and the big beard that be actually talking some real shit. Yeah. He says the exact same shit that Kevin Samuels be saying, but girls be like, I like him because he says it to you softer. Anyway.
But I think it's interesting with Goku and King Piccolo, though. Their fight, it's brutal.
That was a fight?
It's brutal.
That was a young child getting beat the fuck up.
No, he wasn't.
Goku was getting his hit.
No. Understand, sir. We really were watching the Dragon Ball equivalent of Super Saiyan 2 Gohan versus Perfect Cell. When he came back, remember, this man took a swig from the water of the gods.
I don't know if D put it in here. The coldest stance of Goku looking that's iconic.
Oh yeah, see, I sent that to y'all. We didn't put that in the chat, but
Iconic.
No, that iconic stance of Goku standing 10 toes down after rescuing Tien. Like, yeah, I'm here for this. Fades, I'm running them all day.
Well. Looks like we're on the final stage of this series now. Of this arc.
Because all right, keep in mind, even though Goku is just brimming with power, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he is burning through it. He is burning through that shit like a H2 in 2003.
Mm-hmm.
That is a Hummer 2 for all you motherfuckers that forgot about that car even existing.
I have to remind myself that
also,
the H2 came out.
We went all the way up to 4, I think.
I remember 3. That's
But anyways,
I'm old. I look at gas prices. Why a Hummer? Why would I want that? No, I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
I hate to be this person. Because I agree with you. But what I remember, bitches.
Yeah, it was
spinners.
No, CJ.
If you had spinners on a Hummer, you're an idiot. But yeah, there were a couple.
CJ, you only had 2 options back in them days. Like between the years of 2003 to 2006, your options was either like an H2 or an Escalade, and you had to put spinners on either one.
If you look, and you can find your community. If you had a Tahoe, you can sneak around.
I gotta be honest with you,
because Tahoe, you can get away with it.
Because
you got a big boy toys down the road.
I gotta
take it over there.
I feel I was odd man out because military in my veins. You gotta give me an expedition.
I'm sorry, did you say an expedition?
You gotta give me an expedition.
Hey yo, Chris.
Expedition.
Chris, it could be because I've seen your feet and they're made for old man sandals, but
I mean, you're right, but I ain't wearing them.
No, Chris, my wife says this to me all the time. You just showing me that you have family from North Carolina when you be saying shit like that. That's what it is. I would have said suburban. It would have been the same way.
Yeah, suburban expedition. It's all relative, Look. I already get odd looks when I was like
too much. Truck that costs too much, too big, not as luxurious as it says on the side.
Yeah, I looked and I was like, hey, I kind of want a Bronco. Why, Chris? Why?
But gentlemen, Goku's burning through all of that newfound energy that he's got, right? Same thing with King Piccolo, because you gotta think, King Piccolo tried throwing an attack at Goku, and normally if this was anybody else,
death.
If this was anybody else, they would have been Thanos snap dust, right? Goku's like, oh, I knew it. That attack of yours was nowhere near as strong as the one before it. You're burning through energy too. Don't you miss that? Don't you miss that in Dragon Ball? They don't do that in Super anymore, where the characters are detecting, oh, you're running out of steam. You've been gassing since fight.
It's been a while. If they might do it in this new one because the way my son's there, Moro the whole time is like talking trash to Goku and Vegeta, like, y'all niggas coming in here, think you can do be a king, your new form. Come on, fuck on, nigga. So I don't know, but you're right. They used to do that. That was it.
That was a Dragon Ball thing.
See, here's the funny thing. There's a lot of this series, and that's really where I was trying to come at when it came to the whole martial arts thing, is that a lot of this series, a lot of their hallmarks always stayed through Dragon Ball in different forms. Some stayed, some disappeared, some disappeared forever and showed back up again. Pilaf is an example of that. So, you always have these, including when we say, like, the one thing I remember somebody getting upset about was like, nobody does any martial arts stances no more. I'm like, what the fuck you doing? They always do that in Dragon Ball. Yes, it looks more Power Ranger-y, but somebody doing this, hit, just coming out doing like a little slow stance. Everybody does a stance. What are you talking about? So, but you see different ways of them showing it, displaying it. To me, they stopped doing that whole energy thing in the Frieza saga. That's when the last time I seen anything where people like, your energy is disappearing or some bullshit. Like, they might have did that in the Cell saga, but I don't remember.
Well, no, because remember the whole thing with Cell and the other androids is they have unlimited power.
Well,
Okay. Now, look. We talk about a lot of shit Akira does. To me, that was clearly. Here's the Rock. Let me move that down over here. Yeah.
Apparently, Red Ribbon
did that a lot.
Because apparently Red Ribbon Tech could actually cure the energy wars easily.
I like how the Red Ribbon Tech was far beyond its usage when they fought Goku the first time, but yet the second time going through, Zero was on one.
Zero was criminally underutilized at the Red Ribbon Army,
and yet nobody from Cap's Core couldn't do no insider trading to see that stock in Red Ribbon because of that energy.
I do believe that.
I believe when the Red Ribbon Army went down, that's when Capsule. Oh damn! Stock went up.
Basically, when Red Ribbon was destroyed, anything that remained, Capsule Corp pretty much acquired them like Lockheed Martin.
Oh man, we got them. Yeah. We bought the remaining assets from them niggas.
Rebadged them with Capsule.
I feel that.
Capsule Corp presents the Sugar Bowl.
We're talking about insider trading.
That's how they found the money. The Capsule Corp actually sponsors a bowl game. See,
hey Chris, we talk about this. I think there was insider trading. I think there was. Well, sir, it looks like all the stocks are in line. Are you happy? Yes, I am happy.
No, wait, no. Put that picture back.
Put Furry back up there. Put the Furry back up there.
I can already hear more viewers.
No, I can already hear the phone conversation. So as you can see, we've actually acquired all of the necessary assets from the Red Ribbon Army. Hang on a second. We will never be hearing from them again. Very good. That's good information. I appreciate that, Dr. Brief. Anytime. Listen, I got the next batch of capsules that will be coming your way. I want you to test them out and let me know what you think, all right? Anyway, good talking to you.
Meow. He was a cat the whole time. Son of a bitch.
I do believe Dr. Brief was at the front. He was at the front of all of that shit.
Take all the plasma rifles. We're gonna need to use them.
He's like, take all. Like, I want you to take all of them. Like, I need you to understand something. All of this stuff here, I want to know, how did they get taken out? It wasn't the army. Where's all the video surveillance? Oh my God, it is a child. A child with a staff.
Bulma said, Daddy, look what my friend did. That young bastard.
This is the one time Dr. Bree take the cigarette out of his mouth. You mean to tell me that young man is your friend?
Son of a bitch.
Stay friends with him. Hold up. Bulma, stay friends with him. I may have a job for him. There's another company that I want to take over.
How old is he? How old is he? He's 9 years old. Bulma, we're gonna have to talk about the friends you hang out with. I don't.
At the same time, I'm gonna have to readjust those child labor laws.
Is Yamcha still going into your room? No, we're not. Yeah.
What's up, CJ?
Making sure.
I was looking at something. No, nothing.
So check this out. So again, the fight is like damn near one-sided. Goku is like going on a full power wash on King Piccolo because bro's got all this energy and he is like catching him with the ones and twos, the lefts and rights, elbows, knees,
right,
and oh my, you know what I'm saying? All of that shit. He's catching them with everything. Now, Goku did burn quite a bit of energy because while Piccolo was able to get a hold of a skipping stone and yeet that sucker and hit him both in the wrist and both kneecaps.
Which got me because he
yes.
You know you a villain when you can slow walk shit like, yeah, it's time for you to die.
It flew
like
so
you went to the
fast.
well too many times with that movie XD, but whatever.
Like, bro, it flew so fast that you actually broke shit. You know what I'm saying?
He broke this nigga foot. He took out his arm.
I'm like, you took out his arm, his kneecap. Again, this is Super Saiyan 2 Gohan versus Perfect Cell. Goku's only got one functioning arm.
That's a Akira trope right there. Only one arm can work.
He put everything that he had into a freaking Kamehameha, which, by the way, we saw another new first before his limbs was broken. Remember, he actually shot a Kamehameha that he could control.
Yeah, and it's I feel that also. I felt that that was one of the things that Akira really, really wanted to do more, not just in Dragon Ball, but in Dragon Ball Z, where he actually wanted to show somebody moving it. Because we've only seen it a couple of times in Dragon Ball Z. I think you've seen it in Super, but I forgot what aspect it was when somebody would do what Goku did, and he like turned it around or some crap like that. It's a move I could tell that Akira had plans for.
I mean,
it's never worked out that way.
There's so many things that you can do with the Kamehameha, like seeing characters perform it with one hand, seeing them perform it. Well, hell, jumping super ahead here, we actually see Goku use it with his feet.
Yeah.
But seeing him use it and control the direction of it. That was dope because Piccolo over here thinking, oh, I can just deflect it. Nah, son, I'm going to make it go around the back. Caught you slipping.
Like I give it up. Piccolo is getting his shots in, but it's just that. Stay the fuck down, little nigga.
He can't put it. That's the problem. He could not put Goku down, not once. Until he broke limbs and thought, oh, God, this is it. Like, yo, I'm done. I think I'm done. Yo, Goku really gave this man the false sense of security until he got high enough in the air and tell him, you made one mistake, Piccolo. You left one functioning limb. This man put another Kamehameha into the ground to airlift himself one-handed and fly towards Piccolo with not the Dragon Fist, the Ozaru Fist.
The what?
The Ozaru Fist.
The Ozaru Fist. There you go.
Think about it. You see him fly. You see him fly at Piccolo. You see that freaking Ozaru form behind Goku, like with that damn punch. And then we got probably the most comically disrespectful kill ever.
Okay, so I'm confused on this because here's the thing that kind of confused me. Okay, so he was clearly using
perfect circle though.
Yeah, the perfect circle.
Okay, he was using his hands to block.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't his hands get destroyed if Goku went through his chest then?
Here's what I'm thinking.
Chris, all right, go ahead.
Here's what I'm thinking. See, I think
Got
he
Neil
actually,
deGrasse Tyson explanation. I would love to hear it.
I'm willing to believe that Goku literally flew over his hands and punched directly into the like not the stomach, but like the midpoint of the rib cage and just plowed right through
So
it.
like a 45-degree.
Yes.
Yeah.
I look at it like this, Chris. I think it look like this. In football, throw at your numbers, right? Throw at their numbers. How many times in football we see somebody throw directly at their numbers, hands is up, zoop, and it goes straight through. No! Goku said, I'm just going to fly underneath that shit. What the fuck?
Yep. Either fly underneath or fly over it, like depending on the angle.
Or he really did had his arms out, and Goku said, "Fuck your block," and went right through it. So, like I said, the way it looks, I get it. I don't think there was going to be a perfect way of showing this, even though you can tell this is like later animated. This is not Z. I mean, this is not Dragon Ball.
This is off the Super Brawly.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this.
It's the most minorest of nitpicks. That's all. You know.
No. I understand it, but it's kind of funny even when you see that, Eris, that look that Goku's making. He continues to make that look even all the way up to Super. That same grin.
Yeah,
Goku has always made that same grin, man. But the fact that he went perfectly through that dude's body.
I mean,
and he I mean, he showed what that throat do, and boom, egg. There you go. There you go.
One last trump card. He had one last child.
Trump. Let me tell y'all something. There's like 4 pictures I could have got. All of them are disgusting. Each and every one of them is like gross. I didn't have to see the lump in your throat. Speaking of lumps in throats, remember that one scene?
It means you have cancer, D, if you have a lump in your throat, you see.
I know. And the cancer was called my junior, and he was a cancer to this earth for a while. Okay. That was a weeb joke. That was a weeb joke. And it was also me being a nerd. Just combine them. Anyway, but the part that got to me, Eris, was remember earlier when he was drinking some water and my peel off and Shun was looking at him like why y'all looking at that old man throat? Like why y'all staring at it?
I mean, it's kind of like a train wreck. They couldn't stop looking away.
There are some, look.
You could not look away from it. Like,
okay, there are some things where you look at it and like you see somebody getting fit or something like that in real life. It's like either somebody old, they went through an accident or something, but it looks kind of gross. And you're like, why are you still watching it? I don't know.
Or peel. Nah,
it ain't like you're fascinated. You're just kind of locked.
Peel off. Mai and Shu pretty much had the same. They pretty much had the same attitude of, gotta see this through.
Mai every 5 seconds of peel off.
We could leave.
She did say that.
He ain't gonna look, baby. He ain't about to give you shit. We could just leave.
Like, we could leave. We really could. Because they did get yeeted off of a freaking airship. Hold on. How do you get yeeted off of your own airship, bro?
Well, me and Chris are Cowboys fans. We see the Cowboys lose at Texas Stadium all the time, so
that's all good.
See, it's one thing to leave the stadium, but you leave in an airship where you clearly, what's waiting for you. Hold on, yes, he had the name plastered on the side, bro. You got yeeted off. The only thing waiting for you on the ground is death. But because you are a comic relief, because you are a villain now turned comic relief of Dragon Ball, who is soon to be forgotten after this saga, Because come to think of it, that is the last time we actually see them.
Here's the fun part about this. Akira does this. Y'all remember peel off? You don't have to bring him back. It's the middle of Z. Hi, peel off. How you doing?
No. See, peel off didn't come back at Z.
Yeah, he come back at Z.
No, he didn't.
No, hold on.
He did not.
Didn't they have like one time he did come back?
He did not come back at Z. It was only in a flashback. But besides that, no, the one filler time that you thought you saw peel off, that was a little character named Garlic Jr.
Garlic Jr.
The better peel off. I'm just going to be honest.
You know what? 3 Black Geeks, we have done all the sagas. We have done all the movies. And we're going to try to finish up Dragon Ball. We never touched the garlic trees.
I think no, we did mention it in the
We probably did. We probably did. And I was like, come on, guys. It's 45 minutes.
Like, bro, it's super filler.
It's super filler.
It's super filler with 10% fan service thanks to Marin.
Can I be real? That is, I told the guys before we started that Get Rich or Die Trying is the most audacity movie ever. Like, and I feel Garlic Jr. is the same way. It's the audacity for me.
See, but at least Garlic Jr. had a movie first before Bird Studio decided to give him a whole ass saga because they had to wait for the manga to finish.
We thought it was canon. It's not canon. Fit it in.
Hey. Why are we here?
So was everybody vampires? How did the vampire thing go down?
Where was Blade at? I don't know what happened.
I would love to see the Territorial equivalent of Blade. That'd have been beautiful.
Krillin showed up.
No, Akira Toriyama would just made a character called Knife. You see?
Yes, Knife.
Shut up, Chris.
No, Chris, you get a high five from me, sir. I like that. Knife.
I'd be a genius in Japan right now.
No, because
Knife.
Hold on, because no, God, all right, I'm going to hell for this. He probably would be referred to as Knifeu.
Yeah.
Hold on. It was vampires, and it was caused by a guy named Garlic.
With the black water mist. Technically, they returned into the Reapers from Blade 2.
Hey, wait a minute. Where was Mr. Popo in that? Did he turn evil?
Nope. He was with Kami in the inner part of the tower.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No. Hold on. Do what he did. Look, do the line off Austin Powers. Yeah. Stupid. Quiet.
That was my reaction, but also there's something funny about how Blade 2 was literally just vampires, but with venom. It was like vampires with extra steps. It's like, okay.
Well, remember they were the whole point of the Reapers was for them to turn into Daywalkers.
Which I'm like, so you didn't inform the rest of the Vampire Nation about this? Garlic Jr.
I'll stop Garlic Jr. and Die Trying. Brian, go home.
I see him. Die Trying.
Go home, Brian.
Did so. Coming for you.
Right.
Same black Air Force energy.
Garlic Jr. Stairs and steroids.
Anyway.
Stairs and horse steroids.
Anyway, listen.
Nay.
King Piccolo spits out the egg, and on some Metal Gear Solid 3, King Piccolo explosion. Because how
and grow fat.
How is it that did you have a suicide bomb inside yourself? Like, because how do they explode?
Harris,
how does King Piccolo explode?
Your boy fell backward. The fear.
I see it. The fear.
The Wilhelm screams in the background.
Points.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Son.
What's that?
Son, he spits out the egg. The egg is like flying 1,000 miles an hour. And he's telling it, grow, my son, and take my revenge.
I like how
you can't do the Marlon Brando to something flying far away from you.
He gave him the Willem Dafoe, avenge me.
So apparently Piccolo, I'm jumping ahead here. I don't know if my man gets out the egg and is already fully clothed.
No. This is still part of. No, you're still part of the saga.
Okay. So. The fact that he comes out the egg fully clothed, like he's Jesus coming out the tomb and shit, and it's like, so I'm not saying it needs to be Terminator butt naked, but like, what's going on here? I don't understand this.
That's a part of the Piccolo. It's part of the making thing.
They are called the The Mazoko.
Yeah, you know, they are born with clothes perfectly tailored to their bodies. Like, the fuck is your problem, Chris?
The Mazoku gang.
Evil, but not evil with morality. That's Piccolo. Haha.
I mean, now that Piccolo Jr. is out, and he's pretty much just roaming the earth, causing not so much a mayhem because he's able to get away with it on the quiet, but he's doing, you know, he's carrying Black Air Force energy. He was pretty much born with it.
I mean,
dude, he came out the egg wrecking shit, you know, breaking into people's homes, and
kicking the door, waving the 4-4.
Stuff like that. Then he's discovering his powers and abilities. Like, my father left me with enormous power. I have to do something with
I think
this.
it's also interesting too that Goku
I'm gonna kill these old people.
I'm gonna kill everybody I come across,
including this Wilford Brimley looking motherfucker.
How the fuck you care for me?
Diabetes.
That's right.
Dodon Ray. Oh shit, I did that.
So
Goku's like, I'm gonna train with Kami.
Now, okay, so now we're getting into what I like to call the just before Dragon Ball turns into Dragon Ball Z. So now we're given like a few episodes where number one, Goku meets Kami for the first time. And did y'all like how he tried to run a fade on Kami because he thought he saw King Piccolo again? Like, bro, how are you still alive? I put a hole through your chest.
The fade I want to talk about is this one.
Ah, yes. Goku comes across Mr. Popo.
Little boy, what you thought you was about to do?
Notice how he got the birds on both shoulders. I am at peace.
Oh, that is just a flex.
That's definitely a flex. When you got birds on both shoulders and you are making this child literally look like a child. He's like, look, if you can't get past me, there's no point in you seeing Kami.
See, what people don't know is Popo was actually point shaving at the Tournament of Power arc. You know, that DraftKings
point shaving.
Hey, that DraftKings bets were probably wild for the fucking Tournament of Power. That's all I'm saying. Like,
the World Series of dice over here.
Got a parlay on motherfucking TN.
You got parlay.
How long you think you gonna last? About 2 hours.
I don't have it on time. I have it on elimination.
I see him taking out at least.
Oh, fuck, look. 18 going out. Call me Sama. That's 5,000. Wait a minute, what happened? Hey, she lost, man. she out the Is 17 still in there? Yeah. Look, is 17 still in there? Yeah. But I don't have a bet on him. Why not? I thought he would have been gone.
Personally,
I thought he was going to be the third one out.
But let me
He's been in the series for a while.
let me run through this real quick. So Goku meets Kami, and he learns number one, like, I want you to do something for me. See, I noticed that you did defeat King Piccolo. I saw all of that. That was very admirable. Now, I need you to train for the next 3 years because Piccolo Jr. is coming, and he's coming specifically to kill you. So for the next 3 years, Goku has to. For the next 2 years, Goku's got to train at Kami's lookout. Now, understand something. We only get to see this one part for just in Dragon Ball because we never seen him do this again in Z. The whole purpose of the power pole is to be used at the top of Foreign Tower.
It's a docking station.
As a docking station to Kami's lookout.
Can I say something, dude? The part I like connected in there, and you got to reach over for the ladder. Like, how fucked that would have been? Goku, like, all right, dude,
that is some Mega Man shit right there. Taking one, Like taking one mode of transportation up just to reach over and grab the ladder, or on some fucking Uncharted Nathan Drake shit.
Man, you looking at that meter.
You missed that bottom rung.
Look, sit on
I don't think he's gonna make it to the Rubal Holly. I'm just saying.
looking at that rush meter. Oh, damn, Rush, don't run out, Rush. Thank you, I made it.
But no, so that I thought that was kind of silly, because the whole time that Goku's riding this long way ass up like a damn elevator, getting struck by lightning, by the way, just to get over the clouds.
By the way, Goku got struck. This is what I'm talking about. Goku.
It's the silliness of Dragon Ball.
And you kind of let that go. But I know how people like to make everything like, real life with Dragon Ball, because they really see Piccolo as their fucking uncle that came over their house a couple times and fucked their mama and left. So, let's just put it in perspective. Goku has went through a lot of brain damage. Okay? A whole lot of brain. Don't hold your head right there, yeah. Stop.
hey, look, he's the poster child of CTE, those hyperbaric chambers ain't gonna pay for themselves.
So listen. So while all of that's going down, when he finally does reach Kami, and Kami tells him, "Look, I'm gonna repair the Eternal Dragon." Did you know that he even thought, after King Piccolo destroyed Shenron, that he considered, hey, you know what? I considered leaving it broken.
I don't blame him. I actually don't blame him for that, because
with good reason.
Yeah, what if Piccolo actually kept on Piccoloing down there? He was like, "Oh shit, the nigga got the Dragon Balls again."
He did it. No,
because the way he's gonna be super immortal.
In the funny ways that Kami tried to say that King Piccolo was right to destroy the Dragon Balls, because I'm over here thinking that it would be used for the benefit of the planet, of the planet Earth, and for the good of humanity, which is why they exist here for a reason. But I've only seen it that people want to use it for very destructive reasons, or just petty greed.
So Kami-sama, did you think about this before you even made him in the first place?
Well, number one, sir, I can only make the Shenron as strong as I can make him.
True. Those the rules.
So remember, not every wish, any wish that you attempt to make, can only be granted that's within Shenron's power and mine.
I think even then to me, you had to know just a little bit, like, these humans are going to do some fucked up shit, yeah, eventually, yeah. You would have to me, that'd just be something you would have to kind of rifle through in your brain a little bit. You know what I mean?
Granted, you did have a girl. You did have probably one of the smartest girls on the whole planet, traveling the earth looking for these Dragon Balls just to wish for a boyfriend.
And that's the thing he didn't predict it. He didn't predict that capitalism would have found its way. Oh no, that's what Capsule Corp is.
Yeah.
All right, they're fucking Honda, nigga. They would have found a way to.
And technically, Kami is the Eternals. He's not allowed to participate in whatever goes down. All he can do is watch.
I can't do shit. I just gotta watch. Man.
He's the Eternals. He's the Watcher from Marvel, if you will. I can only watch. I'm not allowed to participate.
Well, the monitor, like your boy, the monitor. I'm just watching.
Monitor. I'm just watching. I'm just observing.
I can't do shit, man.
Unless super evil Doctor Strange comes after me, then.
I mean, Dr. Fate, sir.
No. I'm talking about for What If season 1.
Oh no! Well, you said the monitor. Monitor is decent.
No. Chris,
you knew Chris was going to do that.
No, D mentioned the monitor. D mentioned the monitor. I was just gonna mention when Doctor Strange got all the Infinity Stones, killed Thanos, absorbed all the demons across galaxies. He's that damn strong that he decides to go after the Watcher.
Of course. I mean, you go after Apex. Apex.
Look. Are we shopping or are we looking around, nigga?
So get all of this. The Dragon Balls are restored, and they're able to make their wishes. Now, of course, throughout time, which I think is pretty dope. that Kami tweaked the Dragon Balls again, because not only do they have, I think, a shorter cooldown time, so they're able to use them again in, I think, was it within 3 months time.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of time, okay, do you remember when you stop it, Chris? You remember when you mentioned you would like to see a story of Dragon Ball of young Roshi?
Yeah.
Now, I had said in the chat, sir, they already did that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, and I actually remember seeing it.
And it wasn't just the flashbacks of him explaining what the Mafu Ba was, but Goku actually goes into the room of spirit and time, or hyperbolic time chamber, as it's called in the dub. He's only been allowed in there. Well, he was only able to last only a month in that room. And the one time that he did go in there, he goes back in time to a time when Roshi was even younger than he was in the flashback. So we got to see both Roshi and the Crane Master, both when they were at their youngest, being martial artists.
Mm-hmm.
Goku got to see the Turtle Hermit way before he became old man Turtle Hermit, and I thought that was kind of dope. And it sucks that episode just the moment that episode ends, like, we don't continue from that point. It's like, here we are at another point. Goku's going back in time again to do something else. And
you can tell that this was I want to say this felt like partial. To me, it felt like partial filler. If it wasn't, it felt like it to me.
Well, really, the whole thing was like a process of trial and error, because every time Goku thought he was making headway of doing something amazing or leveling up in some kind of way, Kami just kept knocking him back down with that reality, telling him, bro, you still got a long ass way to go.
My son, it's only been a day.
Not even a day. My son, it's only been 2 hours.
What do you mean it's been 2 hours? I've been here for about 4 months. So this is how it works.
And like I said, Goku was only, well, I'll explain that the part of the whole hyperbolic time chamber in a minute. Meanwhile, while all the martial artists came back, and like Krillin's back, Roshi's back, Chaozu's back, like everybody's back, and now they decided, we haven't seen Goku. Like, where is he? They realized that the Dragon Balls were restored because of Goku, and they figured, he must be off training somewhere. Tien standing on business. I refuse to let Goku outshine me. I refuse to let this little kid be stronger than me.
I can't do this.
I'm going into the lab, aka the mountains, and I'm about to train. And everybody is trying to train.
Get your ass over here. You trying to do something before I leave?
Oh, no. See what you like. See that's D. That's cute. That's cute that you think that Tien actually wanted Launch to come with him, knowing full well he was on this energy. But anyways,
his third eye was open.
Third eye was open. He's like, nah, I'm training.
No, Tien always open, my nigga.
He is here's what I liked. I liked that Tien, Yamcha, and Krillin decided to train at Master Roshi's for the time being. Roshi had to hit them with that reality of, there's nothing that I can train you. You guys are pretty much like
capped here.
You cap, this me training you was here. You've already like broken past that. There's nothing for me to train you. As a matter of fact, you guys are going to be nowhere near close to beating Goku if you're training all buddy with one another. Like
Yamcha, but you can train me, right? No, I can't, bro. No, I can't. That suck. I know.
So so what? You're telling us that we should just go train on our own?
Yeah, fuck off.
Like, yeah. And they do, and they take the advice and they go train on their own. Now, before they decide to train on their own, they heard that Tien told the guys about Korin Tower, and he knew that that's where Goku went. So they set off an adventure to go find Korin Tower. Now, in the middle of their search, this is where we get filler of them trying to save a village from an active volcano.
It's good.
like it's good filler, like he's trying to save him from an active volcano. You got Goku doing stuff, you got the other characters doing stuff. This is all stuff that's happening, like right before the 3-year time jump kicks in. Speaking of the time jumps, here's something I wanted to point out. D, I don't know where D went, but I want to explain something about how Dragon Ball has these crazy time jumps. Very first one, when we mentioned back in the first, like, was it the first tournament saga? So the time skip in that one was the first time this happened was the 8 months. Like it was an 8-month time jump of no problem. It was an 8-month time jump which consisted of Goku and Krillin training for the first world the world under the heavens tournament.
Yeah, I remember that.
The second time, we got a second time jump. The second time jump was for the next world martial arts tournament that was originally supposed to be every 5 years, but because Akira Toriyama loves to change his mind on the fly about everything, it was cut down to 3 years. Now, during that time, Roshi told Goku to train around the world. He said, "Look, I need you to be on that Ryu and go around, like, be like the straight up road warrior, like the world warrior, and just travel the world training." And so he eventually, Goku ends up finding him, he ends up coming to a place called Yahoi, which is described to be on the complete opposite side of the freaking planet, as part of his journey. Also during that time, Roshi, Krillin, and Yamcha all trained just so they can fight Goku. And this is when Tien and the Crane School was participating in as well to take on the Turtle School. The third time we get the time jump is the 3-year time jump that we're coming off of this saga. Now, this is Goku preparing to fight Piccolo Jr. Bear in mind, after King Piccolo, nobody sees Goku again for the next 3 years. And during that time when he was in the hyperbolic time chamber, he was only in it for 1 month because he could barely handle being in the hyperbolic time chamber as a child, because hyperbolic time chamber runs off of 10 times Earth's natural gravity, which is the same that he had to deal with on King Kai's planet. Goku also, while he was there, learned how to sense ki, how to fly, and the Namekian fighting style, which both Kami and Piccolo use. Also during that time, well, he did.
No. I'm not saying it isn't one, but it's like when you say it out loud, it's like, sure.
I mean, have you seen how Piccolo fights? The nigga does have a style. That's
what I'm saying. It is one. But then I look at his best student and it's like, Gohan doesn't do none of that shit.
He might not understand. No, that's not fair.
Look.
It's not fair because you're using a student that doesn't like fighting, period.
Well, look, Eris.
And he goes off of emotions.
I mean, Jackie Chan doesn't like fighting, but he still whoops ass.
No. Jackie Chan never wanted trouble. That's the difference.
Same shit.
I don't want trouble, but I will whoop your ass if we're inside of a Kohl's, all right?
Anyway, point is, I'm just saying, I don't know, man. Whatever. We go ahead.
Anyway, more on that. Krillin, Tien, Yamcha did in fact make it to Korin Tower. However, none of them drank the water of the gods.
Why didn't they? Were they not allowed to? Or they just
wasn't that? It's just, and by the way, not to be confused with the super holy water that Goku drank. None of them drank any of it. Also, when they outgrew the need for Korin's training, they decided to go their separate ways and actually train on their own, which, by the way, led to Yamcha getting his iconic scars off screen. And to this day, it's never been revealed how he got them in the first place.
Fighting a bitch.
Sure.
First off, if we got to make it recent, he fought a bear because you see, bear provides safety, you see, and
Chris. No. Christopher.
Shut up. Be quiet.
Didn't have to bring the meme in here. You didn't have to.
Not this soon.
Not this soon. But that being said, it wasn't bad. I think it was like actually. I think either one or two things happened. Either Yamcha really did get into a fight with some bandit, and he had to come back at him with the same energy. Number two, I was right. Fuck you, nigga. What? Look, hey. I want to be a pitcher one day. I don't want to be a fighter. That's why you a bitch. He threw a plate in his ass. I
really gotta wonder what of this planet was able to cause enough damage to Yamcha to have him get.
Let's put it in perspective. You're right.
To have him catch a stray and live, because that's 3 scars that he got.
You're right.
Permanently.
What in this world did that to him? If Yamcha, and if all of us, we're not stupid. If Yamcha could take out Omni-Man, how in the world did he get that on his face? Who did it? I'm thinking either it was through training, just hard training. Fucking bleeding, man. What the fuck? Man, I was fighting, oh man, that's how I get it. Like I said,
how much slipping did you have to get?
That's what I'm saying. Somebody caught him slipping.
Your boy got he got the Kenshin, bro.
He got the Gator don't play that. He ain't Gator don't play that. Scar.
2 scars. He got the Tony Montana on one side, and he got the freaking Roni Kenshin on the other.
Well,
here's the best part. When Akira drew that shit, he's like, yeah, that's hot right there. That's hot.
Hey, Akira, you got to draw that forever, right?
What?
That's never going to heal, right? That's a permanent scar. Especially on the face. It's not like, this isn't like Vegeta where he's got scars on the body and anytime he takes his shirt off, that's when you see it. But no, you have it on someone's face.
I'm gonna use because Yamcha has a story with his face, and we're gonna bring that up later on in Dragon Ball.
Which thanks for reminding me. So after the 3 years has passed, we finally get to the end, which I like to call the end of Dragon Ball, and the midpoint, the pregame leading up to Z. It's the start of the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament. And just before the tournament kicks off, the signups are going on. Everyone is showing up. We see Bulma. First we see Launch, Roshi, Oolong, Puar. Bulma shows up and she comes out of the car and she got the yams is yamming, right? So
Yams is yamming.
She grew up and out, and of course Roshi being Roshi, trying to cop a feel. Hey, it's 89, dog. At this point, it's 1989.
Hey, look, it's Japan. They ain't got no ethic shit. Of course he did it.
So, random kid loses a balloon in the tree. Bulma tries to assist, and then out of nowhere, an assist comes in the form of a very young Sean Schmel saying the following lines. Here you go, Bulma. Well, how'd you know my name? Oh, you don't recognize me?
How do you not recognize the hair? Well, hold on.
Well,
I forgot about that. Right? Yeah.
First of all, he shows up in full culture appropriation, turban and whatnot.
Boy, Popo was one of them niggas. You look just like me. I love this. You know how, I love how black people are the main people that, if you do something that we do, we like, oh my God, you look good, brother. You got it. You got it. Like you walk 5 steps away from that group that approved that. Every other nigga, look at this motherfucker.
Just like me, minus the charcoal.
That is his skin color, sir. That is his culture.
I'm just simply saying the turban. It's like the one time we see Goku rock that turban. Hell, the fit. Did you see my boy's fit though?
He did. All blue.
He did run back that the fit, with the Yartans and stuff there.
That outfit when he went to the planet Yardrat and learned their ways, learned the ways of the Yardratians.
He would have learned the ways of the Rygol 7.
Shut up!
The Seveners.
But no. Goku when Goku shows and reveals himself, they're like, oh my god, it's Goku. The rest of the fighters show up. We see Tien grew a little. I'm sorry, not Tien. Krillin grew up a little bit. Tien got a new look. Yamcha got a new look. Everybody's here.
Chaozu
got a new fitted. Anyway. Anyway, this to me is the true beginning of Dragon Ball Z.
And look great.
Because I've always said that Dragon Ball ended when we saw little Goku. Like when we no longer see little Goku, Dragon Ball's over. We're in Z now.
Yeah, we're pretty much in Z. This is the warm up.
Yeah, this is the warm up before the 5-year time jump after the Piccolo Jr. saga.
This is before they get whizzed by motherfucking Raditz.
You gotta think.
Well, I would say
Raditz lost that fight, and yet at the same time heavily damaged the Z fighters.
I mean, it's look. Goku.
You take out LeBron James, you pretty much won the game. I get it, but
gotta be honest.
LeBron hurt and he's out for the rest of the season.
Hey man, look, you get your W's. They ain't gonna put up much of a fight.
Piccolo and Goku beating Raditz is equivalent to that little kid that shot Omar at the end of The Wire season 5. It's like
that's
no. Chris, I got you. No, Chris, I got you. It's a little bit more disrespectful. I say it's the very beginning when Robert McCall catches a freaking rifle shot to the lower hip and damn near bleeds out in Italy from Equalizer 3.
Oh god,
that's what that was. But no, that is the end of King Piccolo and the beginning of Dragon Ball Z. The last arc to come is the Piccolo Jr. saga. And let's be real, this is Dragon Ball Z as it gets from this point on.
It's a lot of callbacks, including them giving us the honor of showing subtitles Ma Jr. versus Kami.
Yes, we get to see Kami in the sky.
Subtitles.
I love it. All of this.
The Kami in the skies. I forgot all about that one, man.
You know when the Mechian subtitles is? It's literally hammer to keyboard.
That's all it was, like gibberish.
Just bang, bang, bang. That's what they're saying.
Nah, it's giving I write like this with the pencil energy.
Close fisted around.
So my son has one of these fat ass little kids pencils, right? So when I see any kid doing it, I see a full fist and them doing like that.
It's like, yo, dude, easy, kid, easy with the grip.
Hey, lay off the grip.
So, all right, gentlemen. Like before we terrible. So before we close this out, we did lose Akira Toriyama, sadly, a couple of months back prior to this recording. We got all three of us, we grew up with this man and his works, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to the GOAT, Akira Toriyama.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have to say that the very first time I came across Akira Toriyama's work of Dragon Ball was definitely when Dragon Ball came on, like the original Dragon Ball and all of its horribly edited glory, Curse of the Blood Rubies. And the very first time I saw Z was, we're about to date ourselves. Hang on a second. I gotta crack the kneecaps real quick. When Dragon Ball Z appeared on Saturday and Sunday mornings on WB 54 and Baltimore 50.
Mm-hmm. One of the cool things, and a lot of people who lived in between two cities or live with a city that's close to you, you could sometimes get their whatever they're broadcasting. It matters on whatever city. For us in DC, we only got Fox and WB from Baltimore, but it gave us a chance to see two things at once. For me,
good luck on getting
same thing though, Eris. I had the same thing. But for me, I think I would actually have to ask this more important question. Chris, when was the first time you seen Dragon Ball? I didn't want to leave you out of that.
Yeah, it was on WB 50.
Okay, so good question.
So it was for all three of us. That was the first time we saw it in English.
Yeah. So I got a good question. This is all for us because it's just exclusive to us and anybody else. If y'all heard about it, what was the first episode you saw on the international channel?
Well, case in point, I just happened to randomly catch the international channel after Sunday Night Heat was over. Shout outs to WWF and Sunday Night Heat. It was 9 o'clock.
I straight to God, I hated Heat so much. It was the pre-show.
It was the pre-show. But
we're not going into that. Go ahead.
Anyway. It was 9 o'clock on the dot. I just happened to be flipping channels. I flipped past Cartoon Network, and then I saw it. I saw this little intro that said Fuji Fun Time. Anyone who's got Jones Communication or Comcast Cable and you lived in the DMV, you remember seeing that. So I saw the opening, the original opening to Dragon Ball Z, Chala had Chala, and holy shit, watch it, bro. I had to learn Japanese like ASAP because we're watching international channel. This is 1996. So the same time that I saw it in English, the same year that I saw it in English was the same time that I saw it in Japanese. And the episode that it was on, it was after, this was like right after the Saiyan saga where Goku was training after he tried to escape the hospital and he was trying to train on his own. And this is before he got the sensu beans and all that shit while everybody else ran off to Namek. So this is like, it was so weird how the international channel was like right there in the same timeline as when we were watching those damn reruns. Cause you never saw what happened after the Saiyan. Well, sorry, you never saw the Saiyan saga when it was on WB 54. It was always after, and of course when they cut up the 3-part episode of the Tree of Might.
Oh my God.
When they did that bullshit. But no, that first time was of me hearing Goku's Japanese voice and finding out it was a woman. God, bro. Shout outs to Misaka Nozawa. You know, she still gets my respect. She's still with us. You know, this is when I first met Chris. I just happened to be that guy hanging out in the library, and because we had that good internet at the time, and I'm like looking up information on Dragon Ball Z. And day one of our high school year, this guy and I became best friends.
Yeah.
For me, I was not going to give too much of my background. Didn't like too much. Not for it. It wasn't a good time. I was in the 10th grade. I was going to fail out. I was in a school I hated. I didn't like myself. I didn't like a lot of shit that was going on. I remember seeing Dragon Ball here and there. And I did like what I see, but the problem about it was what you just said, the scrambling of it all. I remember seeing the first episode ever of Dragon Ball I ever seen was Goku in the fucking ship trying to fight against the gravity. That was the first episode I ever seen. And I saw that, then I flipped over to one of them, whether it was the DC channel or the Baltimore station. All of a sudden, they're back on Earth, and Gohan is getting chased by a dinosaur. Do you know how fucking confused I was? Anyway, but by the time I saw it on the international channel, because I was told by a friend, I'll never forget this nigga's name. His name is Ricky. Never forget this nigga. He was nerdier than me. Yeah, I know. This nigga was super nerd. This nigga was nerdier than me, and yet people liked him. I didn't understand that at the time because I didn't know how that could work. But I'll never forget it. He told me where the international channel was on and where to watch it at. The first episode. Now, note, the last thing I remember seeing is Goku standing there while Berta and Jace are running around him and all the rest of that. That's the last thing I see. The next thing I see, and this tells you can you imagine how lost I am? I see Frieza killing Dende.
Oh, yes.
Who is that? Why is Dende there? I was confused.
Wait.
Next thing I know, I hear Goku, one of them saying, Frieza. That's Frieza? Do you know how lost I was?
Okay, you thought you were lost.
I didn't know what happened.
See, you were lost. I was spoiled. I was spoiled because I came across this gem, this terrible turd of a gem called Dragon Ball GT Final Bout on PlayStation.
Can we talk about that real quick? How many people did you know that fought to play that sorry ass game? I was people, but still.
To be real, Dragon Ball GT Final Bout was pretty much if you only cursory knew of the stuff you were getting in reruns.
Mm-hmm.
They showed a lot of stuff in Final Bout from like a lot of the DBZ movies and also the Boo Saga.
To see Baby and
GT.
Pan.
Yeah.
When you see Baby and Pan and all that throws you off. When you see 3 different Super Saiyans, that throws you off.
How about the fact that you see Trunks and you're like, who is this?
Yeah.
I remember saying that when I first saw Trunks too. Who?
So it's a lot of, so you're kind of left confused.
With Super Goku 4 look like the Dragon Ball AF Super Saiyan.
And that's another one. Also, what I really loved, and this is like what I really loved about that little thing was, yes, the internet helped me out a lot. It really did. But I also like how the internet constantly lied to you. So I remember
power levels.
If I were to show
the great power level lie,
if I were to show people,
hey Akira, can you see me? I love you, man. I love you. You ruined half of my high school life. I was that nerd.
Can you imagine?
You could have easily said that power levels were shit.
Can you imagine?
You could have said it better for us.
Go ahead, Chris.
Talk about these Dragon Ball fan fictions and stuff, Dragon Ball AF and all that stuff, and how people really got very uncreative with Super Saiyan levels because it's just longer hair, and I'm like, this is not. What are we doing here? Now, if I were to show that era,
that is such an American thing to do.
Now, if I were to show them, if I came from the future now, went back then and showed them, oh yeah, this is Goku later on. He's Super Saiyan God. They're gonna look at me like I'm a poser. So an original silver here.
Oh
what
my
is
God!
That?
Wait, hold on, Chris. No, Chris. You would get away with it. Because if you went back to the year 1996 and showed this to the young millennials, we would have ate that up.
I think we would have ate it up regardless. But Chris does make a point. If you showed everybody a picture of Beerus and Goku going to each other, people like, who the fucking what is this?
What is this?
Stop showing us some fake shit.
Which by the way, Chris, I didn't want to leave you out, Chris. Wasn't the first time you saw the Japanese version was when I mentioned the international channel to you?
I had seen bits and pieces of Dragon Ball, like again, like a lot of the Spanish channels. If you can get it on, like
it did come on Telemundo at one time.
If you had back in the day, kids, antenna on the TV. That's how you got. Channels.
Satellite, if you will.
No. I ain't talking satellite. I'm talking about
like straight up antenna.
You can actually get like a Telemundo channel on that, and that's how I saw Dragon Ball, just in Spanish. So I saw that, and then I think that's when you told me when we met about international channel, and I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Every Sunday night.
Yeah, so that was like the gateway right there, and then like everybody else, we saw, fucking Saban put Trunks in the fucking intro for Rock the Dragon, and we never saw a Trunks at all.
And you know what?
I remember when I had.
If you freeze frame it at that right angle, you come to realize, is that Frieza?
Dog. Do you know? I felt like Millhouse going.
We're through the looking glass here, people.
When I showed that to my friends, Rock the Dragon, I paused it and I showed Trunks. You're like, yo, that's Trunks. And you know what he said? Dragon Ball Z. And you see everybody standing there. And I'm like, look, there's Trunks right there. You're all like this.
We're back at all of this.
We ain't see nothing new for another year.
Dude, my favorite shit that never happened during the era of WB54. The Rock the Dragon intro, we see Vegeta turn Super Saiyan in space.
Now people try to say they came from a movie. Did not come.
It didn't come
hated
from
That
nothing.
it's B-roll. It's literally B-roll.
Hey, Eris, I got it for Eris though. Hey, I know you watch this. Ty Rashad. That's for lying to me, telling me that was in a movie.
By the way,
he's going like, I never told you that. Yes, you did, nigga.
By the way, gentlemen, speaking of Vegeta and the whole Super Saiyan transformation in space and all that bullshit, that never happened.
None of it.
When he went to I'm talking about that whole time that he went to go train and all that stuff. When he was training and he gave that backstory of I decided to take my training in space. Never happened. You know what? We need that clip. We need that clip from was it
Team 4-Star?
No, not Team 4-Star. No, not Team 4-Star. Homeboy from Star Trek, what he says, fiction, totally fiction. Never happened.
Franks. We need Franks.
Yeah, I need Franks.
Sir. His name is Xanatos.
Xanatos. I'm sorry, I was blanking out. I couldn't remember his name. But no, I need that. I need that long running clip of totally fiction. Never happened. We made it up because that whole training. By the way, going into 3-year time jumps. I swear they're so common in Dragon Ball. That like when they were training for the 3 years for the androids, Vegeta did all of his training at Capsule Corp. He never left the planet.
Oh god.
I'm sorry. I said Xanatos. I'm sorry. That line when he says pay a man enough, he'll walk barefoot in hell.
That's a cold ass line.
That's a cold line. It's like
the
fact that somebody mean that he was like, so that come from somebody famous? Nah, it was a fucking guy that fucking gargoyles.
Some nigga and gargoyles. Yeah, blew your mind, didn't it?
Totally fiction. Never happened.
Never happened.
We made it up.
I will say this: the moments that really stuck out for me was, we can all bring this up, and I know a couple of people probably know this. I thought one of the greatest days that ever happened was hearing Steve Blum telling all of us, I know you're sick of seeing this part. Well, guess what's coming to Toonami?
Heads up, folks. We're landing. Heads up,
folks. Thank you, Chris. The back of my head. New episodes.
No. I got one for y'all. All right. It's 1997. The very first teaser that we got of Dragon Ball coming to Cartoon Network was, we're taking in space. This is before Tom ever existed. This is back when Moltar was running Toonami.
Boy, you old for saying that, but you're right.
I am. But
Moltar ran Toonami, nigga.
And
Moltar called it Japanimation often.
But listen. The very first glimpse, we're in space, and we just see a flying Dragon Ball like it's a shooting star flying through space with quick clips, just short little clips of random moments from Dragon Ball Z, and you just see Dragon Ball Z coming soon to Cartoon Network. I'll never forget the first time. I swear, I do have it still recorded. I remember I called everybody on the phone and I said, did y'all see that commercial? Did y'all see that teaser? Dragon Ball is coming to Cartoon Network. I lost my collective shit, and because I couldn't believe it. I was like, yo, are we about to get Dragon Ball every single day? We don't have to wait on Saturday and Sunday anymore.
No, that was a game changer.
It came, bro. And then when they gave us the actual trailer showing that Dragon Ball was here on Cartoon Network, they started it from the beginning, or as early in the beginning as they could start, because let's be real, they never did acquire the rights of episode 1 up until after the Saiyan saga. So
which was weird.
Yeah, it wasn't until Funimation got there and started doing the orange bricks that they started everything from the beginning. So anyway, we pretty much started it from the Namek saga. And speaking of which, you remember when we sat through all those reruns for like the better part of 2 to 3 years? 2 of those years was reruns leading up to us watching Vegeta power up the launch himself at Raccoon, only for us to be disappointed of them starting the damn journey back to Namek all over again.
Back to Namek once again.
Finally, year 3, we're giving 3 episodes. Vegeta fighting Raccoon and getting washed. Gohan fighting Raccoon and getting washed, Goku showing up, and Wash and Raccoon, and attempted to fight Burter and Jace, and that's it. We waited 2 years to get 3 episodes.
If you were still watching on international channel, I think they were already at the Android saga.
Not quite, because this
not all the way there.
Not
yet,
all
but
the way there.
They were loading up.
They weren't there yet. It was, dude. You gotta remember how long
one Sunday. So that's 52 weeks in the year. So that's 50 episodes in the year,
bro. And that's and it's one Sunday a month. Not to mention episodes that were canceled because we had to sit through fucking rugby tournaments.
First off, we should be. First off, I think when I think back to this, this is a privilege to say that you have cable.
Yes, it is. Especially when you got the switch box, A side, B side.
especially when you had a scrambler. Oh my god, I ain't get one of them until I was old, man. I hated that so much. My dad waited that long to get a hookup.
There's a measure of privilege when you really sit them, because it's one thing to say, "Oh, I watched Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball on regular TV," right? Because that was a thing. You had that, but to say, "Hey, I watched this. I watched the non-dub on the international channel," I'm like, you bougie motherfucker.
Hey, look, it was a level of privilege, and listen, I was exposed to even more privilege because it wasn't often that I went to Springfield Mall and I went to that place called Anime FX, where holy shit, you walk in there is Dragon Ball heaven, because they had all the shit that they imported from Japan, those shitty ass figures that were fantastic plastic level. I'm talking,
oh my god,
not Ultraman,
bro. The figures, you saw the age on them, but when you walk in there and they're showing Dragon Ball movies and you're just getting spoiled by the Cooler movie, Metal Cooler movie, Fusion movie, and then oh god, I cannot mention. I can never forget the clamshells. The clamshells that they used to sell. I mean, that they used to to offer their freaking rentals. You look at the clamshells. The artwork was always stretched. It was never like properly proportioned or anything.
You could tell that was printed off on a colored printer.
Yeah, it was printed off of a bad Epson and shit.
I mean, I think the one thing of note for me, like when we talk Toriyama and all that stuff, like obviously Battle of the Gods and Resurrection of F, big movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it said a lot about the collective fan base when me and D went to Rivertown to see the Super movie, the Broly movie.
Yeah, Brian, right? Brian, I did see Curse of the Blood Rubies.
Oh,
no, go ahead, Chris.
That Broly movie, and just seeing the collective, all of us, it felt like years in the making.
Okay,
seeing that, and it was just like, oh my god.
For me, Chris, I really truly mean it. It's a memory for me that's connected with Dragon Ball, and the fact that I joked that me and Chris were the older ones in there. There were two people that were probably either older than us or our same age. But for me, what it was you saw the older adults, the younger adults, and some people that were still teenagers. It was this weird mix where everybody, and I never forget this, I really mean it. I partially get choked up talking about it, is when they started playing Cha-La in the movie theater. And I looked around at everybody, and everybody looked like kids to me. It was one of the coolest things ever. I really mean it. When I heard, I'm just seeing everybody got a smile on their face. It was cool. It was just fucking cool to me, man.
I have to mention this to you guys. My first year when I moved to Japan, it couldn't have been timed any better than the time that I got there, because rolling into this is like going into late 2012, going into 2013, when Battle of the Gods was about to come out. Because this was the first Dragon Ball movie in 13 years to be put back in theaters, the press run that that freaking Toei had for this movie was insane. When I tell you that I went to every KFC in Tokyo to get these damn tumblers, and I got all 8. I got all 8 of these damn cups, right? And I still have them. I got all that stuff. Seeing Goku with a freaking chicken leg with KFC written on it was just it's just one of no serious and I don't even say this to brag. Like I really mean it when I say it. I honestly wish that both of y'all could have been there with me to experience this. Because
it was awesome.
Dude, I really felt like I time traveled back to 1996 again because it was insane seeing Dragon Ball everywhere. The fact that they even dressed up them damn Colonel Sanders statues as Goku holding a Dragon Ball.
Look, I always say this.
16-year-old me would, bruh, revive me with the Dragon Balls, please.
Japan keeps that time-honored tradition alive. Meanwhile, it's like America. I'm like poking it with the stick at these fast food places. Come on, do something.
They don't see. It's so funny.
We used to be a proper nation. We used to do this.
They never did anime. America never did anime.
They did.
Look,
they did.
No, but what I'm saying,
fast food restaurants did do it.
No, but I'm talking about in terms of the cross promotion with the whatever they're promoting, eating the food or the restaurant.
Nah, America
used to have that. And they just
the closest that we did, I think, was either McDonald's or Burger King. Actually, did do a Dragon Ball thing.
It was Burger King.
Yeah, it was Burger King. But other than that, no, bro, it wasn't even just KFC. All the convenience stores in Japan had Dragon Ball related stuff, like freaking wasabi puffs with Piccolo shooting the freaking special beam cannon. That it was good. Go freaking what's his name? Like Roshi doing the fucking titty puffu shit were actual cream puffs that they sold in convenience stores.
Meanwhile, you know what Marvel and DC heroes get? Fucking Chef Boyardee. That's all they get.
Did Dragon Ball do shit? No, Dragon Ball didn't do that.
No.
Dragon Ball didn't do that. Dragon Ball did some other like
shit. Dragon Ball did Chef Boyardee. Goodbye, Marvel and DC. That is it.
Son,
that's my thing. I will never understand. It must be like a blockade or some shit when it comes to Japan.
Well, for one thing, it's a cultural thing, and it's also a licensing thing.
And I get that. And then the second part, that's the bitch.
Licensing is a motherfucker.
And I will say this: going to see, and I saw all the movies. Like hell, they even had a Dragon Ball museum. They did. They rented out a whole freaking hall and put up a giant museum dedicated to the history of Dragon Ball, Z, GT, and going into Super. And let me tell you something. Seeing the first two movies, like Battle of the Gods, Resurrection F, was cool. To me, my childhood like literally hopped out of my damn spirit and sat next to me when I watched Super Brawly. Watching Super Brawly in the theater, it was just me and my other best friend that was with me. We're the only two in the theater. We go in that joint, we're watching this movie, and I'm like, bro, we get to see the entire story of the Saiyans being retconned again, and then seeing that quick flashback of Goku as a kid fighting King Piccolo, fighting Piccolo Jr., hearing Cha-La, and then we get up to like current year of Goku and Vegeta training together. The whole thing, it was all dedicated to them fighting Brawly, and it was the last time that we get to see Dragon Ball animated with traditional animation again.
For me, like it was the movie. The movie was, oh man, you couldn't do it on better for me. But what really did it for me was, I wasn't expecting it. How big it really was the second Goku started fighting all these niggas up in heaven, and they was like, all right, we about to have a tournament. And I'm like, well, the fuck? They brought everybody together. They changed up the theme song. The theme song to this day is one of my favorite theme songs in Dragon Ball. And next thing I know, I'm looking around as the tournament started fighting. I'm looking around the community, and I'm seeing black people every single week. Did you see the last episode of Super? Did you see the last episode of Super? Then it gives even more wild because everybody's like, yo, Mexico is stopping movement on the street every time Dragon Ball come on.
The cartels actually had a ceasefire.
I have coworkers. I had coworkers who had family down in El Salvador that said MS-13 did the same thing. They will set up projectors. He said, my friend said, do you know how many? He said, I went down to he went down to El Salvador. He's like, man, I bought all these pinatas for my sister and all the rest of that. Like pinatas, he's like, that's one of the biggest items in El Salvador. Is Dragon Ball pinatas. I'm not. He said everywhere you go, you see blue hair Goku everywhere, and this is all hype. And when it got to those last 10 something episodes of Super, everybody was literally on the edge of their seat. And it was one of the most amazing things because everybody was all hype about it. But then you had this section of people who were just upset, like, why y'all watching Dragon Ball? This is stupid. It was like a back and forth. And then it got to the last episode. And what I read made me crack up. They said the last episode of Dragon Ball Super may be the most pirated episode in all of anime history. And I believe it. Because I remember I saw the live stream of that. Everybody had the live stream of that one, man. And everybody had the same reaction. 17! 17! It was the coolest thing ever. And I thought to myself, like, Dragon Ball, I always said this, and I mean it. Dragon Ball was never like what you would call the best anime, the number one of all time, but it's the number one anime of all time. Mm-hmm. Like, if we want to talk technical and all the rest of that, Dragon Ball, no, it falls short. Story is simple and all the rest of that, but it's not going to beat out any of these anime that got these big stories that really have real things to say to human beings and all the rest of that. But there's a simplicity about Dragon Ball that kept it there the entire time. And what really got to me was, I always said, niggas are not going to realize how big it is until they either stop making Dragon Ball altogether or Akira Toriyama passes away.
Boom, passed away.
I was wearing this on an episode I was wearing this one random episode 3BG we was talking about it. We was just talking, having a regular ass episode. And then as soon as we get off, Chris, you told me Akira Toriyama passed away. I'm like, are you fucking serious? No bullshit, everybody. I kept this shirt on for the next 48 hours. I did not take this shirt off, man, because it was one of those things where I was kind of stuck. And what made it more special for me was the next day, my son heard about it. And my son, who draws all the time, he drew a regular picture of Goku with a halo around his head. And it basically said, "We'll miss you, Akira." And what made me want to cry, it touched me, was he put that little line that Master Roshi said, train hard, play, get a lot of, eat well, get a lot of sleep. That little line, I forgot how you say it. I don't know. I'm blanking on it. But I saw that, man. Me and my son had a moment. All three of my kids have a connection to Dragon Ball. My oldest loves everything about it. My middle son thinks Vegeta is the greatest person that has ever lived. And my youngest son loves yelling. He loves he loves, my youngest son loves screaming Kamehameha. So all of my sons have a connection to that anime. And I didn't force it. Now, here's the best part. I may have forced it on my first one, but all three of my sons love it, man. My two oldest sons, they are big fans. Like, they love Dragon Ball. That's probably their shit the most. They love Dragon Ball. So man. It's kind of wild. I told myself when I was a kid, I was like, I'm gonna make sure my kids watch this shit, and they did. And now they're weeaboos, and now they keep on coming. Hey, Dad, Jutsu Kaisen. I don't care. I don't care.
I want hey D, I want to mention something else. Mm-hmm. 3 Black Geeks was a part of Dragon Ball history, a very particular moment in Dragon Ball history. Damn it, CJ. Anyway, CJ was a part of this. Mm-hmm. San Diego Comic-Con. We went to the North American Dragon Ball tour that was being promoted at that con, right? But they happened to be doing something else at that con at the same time. the Guinness Book of World Records was there to witness 1,000 people perform a Kamehameha at the same time. I got both of the shirts that you were offered to wear, either Goku or Piccolo.
I took Piccolo because
I took both because I said, "Fuck it." They're both my favorite characters, and we were on the news.
Yeah, I think there's a picture of me up there,
steps away from Sean Shamel.
I was like I was about 2 or 3 away from Sean Shamel. We were both in the front row.
Right there, y'all was in the front row. Speaking of which, a year before, you and I, Eris, had one of our favorite interviews talking to Sean Schimmel. And Sean told us the truth. Hey, who be watching it, man? Who be watching Dragon Ball the most? And Sean told us straight up. Well, number one in America, it was definitely black people. He was like, yeah, we know it. He said, right after black people will be Latinos because Latinos love Dragon Ball. He's like, it'll be the military. Like, yeah. Then it'll be women. Like, yeah. Then there's a large gap, and then it's white guys. And we just died laughing.
It's kind of just like,
It's like all that is like the white guys don't watch it. Then it's them. So yeah, man, Dragon Ball, like that like doing that. Then last year I spoke with the voice the voice of Goku in Spanish. So
yeah,
I was like, holy shit.
I was there to film that interview you did with him.
And it was there because I had asked him too, like, how big is it? Like, he's like, oh my god, he's like, just the fact that he's like, it's not just Central America, it's all of Latin America, and including some in Spain too. Like Spanish people just fucking love it, yeah. So that it's cool as shit, man. Just cool as hell, man. To do a lot of work with Dragon Ball, man.
To this day, I still kept up with all of my artwork since childhood and high school years, middle school years of me just drawing Dragon Ball characters, and this is all the artwork that survived a flood that we had in our basement. I just happened to have my artwork in that box, and this is all the flood damage from it. But again, I was like 14, what, 14, 15, 16 drawing this stuff. I mean, come on, bro. I had there it is. I had the whole fam.
I tried to do that one.
All four Super Saiyans and Piccolo.
I tried to do that picture so many times, man. I couldn't do it. I couldn't fucking do it. It was too much hair for me, yeah. It was the hair that got in my way for me.
Both of the world's strongest moments.
I remember that one, actually, the one with Goku you had. I remember that one from a long time ago you did. I just remember that because you tried to do a little thing with the little beam and around it.
Yep. Like, this was all his... Bro, the one time I drew Bardock, I didn't even know who the hell he was.
Dude thought he was just alternate universe Goku and shit.
Oh man, he just cool version of that, man. I didn't know the Turles came back.
The cool Gohan that we liked, Trunks.
Cool Gohan. but yeah. Just to pretty much on your side, how you said you got drawings of it, made me draw as a kid. I used to do that a bunch of times too, man. And I remember doing that one, man. The famous Gogeta Kamehameha. I'm not, I guess Kamehameha, Beam Blast, whatever, with the hello right there. I remember that. But it made me want to draw. It actually ended up making me write a lot. But Dragon Ball for me opened the door to a lot of crap, man. As far as
my favorite.
I drew that, and I got to be honest with you. I know my skills. I drew it better than you.
Whatever, man.
Come on, nigga, you draw better than me. Let me have one anyway. I know what I traced. I know how I traced.
See, you were Tracer. Nobody had.
Oh yeah, I'm a Tracer, nigga. I'm a Tracer.
The Brawly, dog. The Brawly.
I'm a Tracer, nigga. Shit, fuck it. But yeah. But as far as when it comes to getting me to anime, making me like anime, oh my god, Dragon Ball is a big part of that, man. And I think that was the little reassuring thing when Akira passed away. The way that everybody reacted to it was the same thing. Like, this motherfucker had a hold of my childhood. It's funny. We hear George Lucas ruin a lot of people's childhood. Let's see what happens when he passed away. Yeah, you're gonna be all like, run that back and tell me how you feel, because we're gonna see a whole lot of grown ass men bawling when George Lucas passed away. You want to know why? Because I was one of the grown men that bawled when Akira Toriyama passed away. So I'm waiting on that, man. Come on now,
bro.
Vegeta's major dub on 19. A kick to the face.
Hey, yo, Chris, and I heard that. Yes, the revisionist history about Akira Toriyama was so disrespectful. So disrespectful. I had to hear all these motherfuckers that only watch Evangelion tell me how much he sucks. So that pissed me
bad.
off.
I'm sorry, y'all guys had a mid as fuck franchise until recently. So
shit. It's always been. Look. I won't call Ava. I won't call Neon Genesis mid, but I will call it overhyped. Overhyped to holy heaven. I wish we all can put in Christian imagery with no direction to it. It'd still be called genius.
What Evangelion had going for it was the damn theme song. Everybody loves that damn theme song.
But you know what? Like I said, it opened the door to a lot of anime for me and made me a weeaboo, to be honest with you. It gave me friends, man, that I'm still talking to. 2 of them are right here. And to keep it even more full, all of my best episodes use the best episodes of Dragon Ball Z of 3 Black Geeks is Dragon Ball Z. That was our bread and butter. That's what kept us on. That's what got us listens that we first came out before everybody started listening to everything else we had. And it's always been like a mainstay that we always do good by this series, and we do. Mm-hmm. I will say this: the respect that Akira got for his hand in video games, his respect that he's been getting from many manga artists, saying even manga artists I thought he didn't influence, like a Rai, who did JoJo. He's like, a lot of my stuff came from Akira Toriyama. A lot of those yelling, all that, a lot of the expressions, faces you see in JoJo came from Dragon Ball Z. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Of iconic imagery of Akira Toriyama, that Chrono Trigger cover.
That Chrono Trigger cover is one of the greatest things ever. What he did in Dragon Quest. Look, we're not Japanese.
I love I do Dragon Quest. Love it. Yep.
The Chrono Trigger story and all that, and Akira had hand in that story too.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, showing respect for that. Dragon Quest, I'm not just be honest with you, we're not Japanese, but if we were,
I played the recent Dragon Quest.
We would be talking Dragon Quest like a motherfucker.
I played I played the recent Dragon Quest, and shit's great. I love it. Dragon Quest
games has been around forever. He helped design other games. He had a new anime coming out,
Sandland, which everybody's is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I know everybody's talking about that. The fact that
I got a chance to play that at Comic-Con, Sandland.
The fact that he had the fact that even though Akira stopped pretty much drawing a lot of Super, you can still say he was still active in it. He still gave a fuck about what went into Dragon Ball and all the rest of that shit. And the fact that when he died, people we still got people talking about like, yeah, that's nice. When we gonna talk about Dr. Slump? It was like, yes, why the fuck was that never dubbed in America? So, and then I looked at what you think Dragon Ball was big. Dr. Slump, the way that influenced a whole nother line of comic of
how many
of comedy manga that was inspired from Dr. Slump.
You know how many people, how many girls and hell, grown ass women ran around during Halloween in Japan cosplaying RL from Dr. Slump.
Mm-hmm. I believe it. It is because Dr. Slump, much like Doraemon, for us Americans, we don't get the grasp of how big Dr. Slump is outside of our country, because it really is. So it's the same thing, man. Like Akira passing away was like, yeah, it was an angel, man. He had to go. It was time for him to go. It was like, come on, son, you did good work, but I wasn't done with Dragon Ball. You weren't.
According to what I've read, all Dragon Ball Daima, the story for it is finished.
Yeah.
He finished that before he died. And there was one last bro. This is actually a tearjerker. I think it's the last chapter. I think it was like chapter 108 in Super. In the manga, it showed it showed Goku and Piccolo and Gohan picking up Pan from school. Piccolo turns to the audience, waves goodbye it's like farewell until we meet again. And that was the last thing one of the last contributions that Akira Toriyama did before he passed away.
And it's really cute too, because it's
and it's
like
because
Pan punches Goku. Goku is like straight up Goku doing that crap.
Yeah, and it's the fact that Piccolo, from my understanding, Piccolo is his favorite character. And he had Piccolo be the one to say goodbye instead of Goku.
You know what? I hate saying this like this. I really do hate saying this. It's almost like some people know they're about to leave.
Yeah, it's kind of eerie.
That's what makes me choke up. Like Akira probably like he didn't know, because nobody knows. But at the same time, it's like, what was going on, bro? You know what I mean? Like, what was going on, man?
I think it was more of tomorrow's never promised.
Yeah.
Like
and
tomorrow's
remember,
never promised.
And it has to be noted that Akira, the last couple months of his life, unfortunately, was just sick.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The other thing that also sucked, he lost his favorite pen holder, so he stopped drawing Dragon Ball, period.
Yeah.
Which sucks even more. You know, he had to teach his son how to draw everything for Super. Because originally he was doing it until he lost his favorite pen holder.
It's a lot. It's a lot, man. When you have somebody that was he was active. It wasn't just one fire. That's the thing that get me. It wasn't just Dragon Ball. It was several other things he was doing. So yeah, man.
Even when he was done with Dragon Ball, because he never thought he would ever go back to it, and he's asked that all the time in interviews. Like, you know, how does it feel knowing that an anime that you started way back in the mid '80s is still super popular to this day? The fact that you have to continue it, and he said it like, I never thought I would ever come back to doing Dragon Ball, especially when I was finished with it. So now I got to continue more stories.
I will say this: I'm glad he did. Oh, I'm
glad he did too.
I will. Yeah, I think, and we can kind of end off on this little note. I told this to my son: when you make good art, when you make any type of art, whether it be a video game, whether it be music, whether it be a cartoon, whether it be a film, whether it be any type of abstract art to make somebody invoke feeling, here's the funny thing: that will survive. Yep. Us humans don't survive. Good art will always survive. There's a reason why people still get giddy just hearing din 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 din, because that invokes happiness and all the rest of that. And like I say, even if it's a good video game on Atari, if people can still pick up with joysticks and play it, they will, because it's good. Anything that's good and that had something that made people feel anything is going to last forever, or at least as long, at least have a longer shelf life than a human being.
I mean, I feel we're fortunate. I feel we're fortunate enough to be in this era of, like, well, for our age bracket, to be around with a lot of older, talented people from different walks of life, whether it's Akira Toriyama, even looking at some of our artists here. Bro, look, Jim Lee dies today. That would hurt. That would kill a lot of us, because his art inspired a lot of stuff from that era, even to this day.
Apocalypse looming over Rogue in that pose that shit will be on everybody's mantle.
Me and like 15 other people are like, wow, Wildcats.
Like I gotta, and I also want to mention one more thing before we end. I am looking forward to this year's Otakon, because it's the 30th anniversary, right, D?
Yeah,
Chris. It's either way. It's been over 30 years of Otakon, and now that enough time has passed, I know they got to do something for Akira. I mean, it's an anime convention, so there's got to be something.
Here's the funny thing, and It will, because as much as people deny it, at least 60% of you, that was your gateway. Don't hit this shit like, oh, it was this, it was that. Shut the hell up. Because I know people who are this day diehard Sailor Moon fans. They were crying when Akira passed away. I know people who straight up are Gundam fans that were pressing F like a motherfucker when
Tomino dies. It's a wrap.
Like I'm about to say Tomino's still with us.
Oh my god, man! Miyazaki go? Come on, bruh.
You know that one image that everybody's been floating around. It's the image of Goku, Berserk, and Yu-Gi-Oh, and they're like standing on a beach or something, looking off to the wall, like looking off to the ocean. It's like
seeing their creators' cloud faces in the
cloud and all that stuff. I'm like, I get it. I totally get it. Because
Yu-Gi-Oh meant a lot to people.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh meant a lot. Berserk meant a lot.
Berserk, real talk, and I mean this full chest. If Kento wasn't so doggone whatever he was going through, he would have finished it, and I really mean it. Berserk, full, no cap, one of the greatest animes ever, period. Like, unbelievable graphic, all the rest of that, but deep. It makes you feel something. It made you... The way he drew his art was insane. The detail that he put in that joke. No wonder it took him 50 years to do one panel. But that made people feel something, man. I love that, man.
And I feel it's also underrated because it only had that one show and it was still new at the time. But the creator and the author of High School of the Dead, I mean, once the author passed away, I was like, damn, this thing just started getting good.
Yeah, it's always sad when that happens, man. Because especially when they're still creating. Akira was a little bit different, you know what I mean? Because he'd been in it for so long and all that. It was a little bit different, but he had a new one coming out. But then you look at the dude that made Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like, come on, nigga, you a legend. And did you go out and did you die like a hero? What? No! You saved somebody's life?
I will say this. I think if anything, Dragon Ball is still safe because Toriyama's son, he was around way back. This wasn't like, he just came in at the beginning of Super and just got into Dragon Ball. No, Akira had his son like watching everything during, I want to say at least during Z, and he was teaching him at the same time. So do I think that Dragon Ball will ever be as big as it was when Akira was running it? I don't think so.
Time would tell if it gets lucky to get close to that mark
just
again.
To get close to that, I'll say it'll probably get close to that with his son running it, but even still, bro, the phone pauses you gotta fill, my dude.
Dog, you ain't lying.
That's then some shoes, legendary shoes that, yes, the pen in your hand was definitely taught by your father, but bro, I don't know if you got your father's vision. Did you ever see what he saw? Do you have the same type of imagination that he had to try to push on without him?
I will give him this. The disrespectful shit that happens after the tournament of power, probably. The disrespectful shit that goes on after that.
But again, that was all Akira.
Let me put it this way. I can't wait for that shit to get animated. I just want to see that shit.
And that's the thing. We don't even know if it is.
We still don't know if we ever will. Yeah, exactly.
Because it went on that long ass hiatus like prior to COVID, and now we don't know what the hell's gonna happen. Like, are they gonna finish Super at all?
I mean, it just depends. It's like what can we do to get the revival of the anime? Because you have Jujutsu Kaisen and all this other stuff still out.
No, Super can come back out if they were to announce we're starting this arc, we're starting that arc. If they were to continue it,
never underestimate the capitalism of Japan.
But also, on the animation front, there's a lot of cutbacks and shit. So a lot of stuff that they would normally splurge on.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. With Akira Franklin Toriyama sitting there, they was like,
Yeah, we ain't gonna put no money into this episode. All right, so don't draw hands. Don't close up on their arms.
I will never forget Goku.
Well, it's like when the funniest thing
forget
ever
that.
is when Sue sat there and told us, "All right, guys, third half of the Broly movie, just be prepared for a slight change." And I was like, "What do you mean?" You'll see.
I said, "You'll see it."
D
gotta be
nudging me, seeing change. You see this stuff? I'm like, I know, man. Like the budget just
careened.
It's passable. It's passable.
Oh, dang, Will went out. Hold on. You ever get this when you driving a car? Oh, damn. I can pull over. Gotta pull over real quick.
The moment that instant transmission back to Piccolo, I swear I was in the theater and I said,
this fucking
Goku said 4 minutes. Goku said 4 minutes.
His hand was looking like this, bro.
But it was like a weird
hand to God. I leaned over to my boy Daze in the theater.
What the hell was that?
But it was a measure of vindication for Vegeta fans when he was putting hands to foot on Broly at the start.
Oh, that shit was beautifully animated, and I was like, "Oh, thank you."
Hold on. The money shot. Broly's dad watching Vegeta go Super Saiyan. Like, the fuck is this? What? Nobody told me about.
No. Frieza had the best line. Are you telling me that your son can't turn into a Super Saiyan? I only thought that was just a legend. Oh, this is going to be painfully anticlimactic.
I laughed so hard because I was like, "Oh, that's right. This is different from the old movies where it was just like, oh, that's nice, Vegeta. Hey, Broly, sick him. This, you know."
My nigga killed that nigga.
Dude, the old movies, Broly killed Vegeta.
Yo, I like
how saw man's spirit leave in old Broly.
I like how that nigga Frieza said,
like,
Broly, look what they did.
He's like, it's such a terrible tragedy.
But
Broly, look, niggas wildin'.
But turnabout's fair play. Frieza got the bejesus whooped out of him for 1 hour.
Son, that was like that was a whole hour, or at least a full 30 minutes when Broly decided to river dance on Frieza's body.
He went golden back to normal. Golden, I'm like, Jesus Christ, like.
Which I was with Goku when he said that in Resurrection F. Frieza, you're burning through so much energy with that new form that you didn't spend an ounce of time learning to regulate it, get used to it.
I like how we're sitting in Dragon Ball Super in the middle of that fight. Like, he ain't hopping gold since that Crip bunny rabbit kicked him out of that shit. Despo kicked his ass out of that shit.
Dude, when he instant transmissions like, "Oh, see you later, Frieza," and I was like, oh no.
It's like, I'm the mighty Frieza. He said, you will respect me. My man said, respect my chest blast. See, mouth blast is one thing. To have a whole energy wave come out of your chest, that's a whole new level of disrespect. And Frieza ate that. Pinned against the wall. And we saw Lord of the Dance, just all feet going at Frieza's face.
I gotta be real.
Like when they finally showed up, Frieza.
I'm going to my car. Get my other gun. Shoot everybody's ass.
That move right there.
When Gogeta was like, you stay there, Frieza. We'll deal with you in a minute.
Then Frieza, literally became Air Force One energy incarnate. Frieza Black.
Yeah, Black Frieza.
Black Frieza. Gold
We'll
Frieza,
find
Black
out
Frieza.
about that. Oh Lord. So we've been
your haterade gets high.
So as we can say, we will miss Akira Toriyama, and his work is still continuous to give us joy because we still got a couple more stuff to do with Dragon Ball and the Dragon Ball series. But yeah,
we're pretty much at we got the last saga, and then we're done with Dragon Ball, and that's Piccolo Jr.
Yep. Or as we like to, as us pretentious Dragon Ball fans go, oh, I love my Junior. Anyway,
what's next?
Next episode is going to be very easy. It's going to be a simple movie that's the first. That is right. We are going back to our boy Lupin. We're going to be talking about Lupin the First, the all CGI movie that came out, and Monkey Punch, who probably couldn't pee by himself at the time, was like, need more Fujiko titties. Pointing with his cane. Need to get some more titty meat on Fujiko. What we doing here? Hold on, Eris, and keep it real. And the girl that's hitting on Lupin, she needs to be a little bit more prepubescent. What's going on now? I thought y'all knew how to make it. Hold on, weren't Nazis in this one?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
as they always are.
Not always. See, that's the misconception of Lupin. Yes, they are Nazis. Not always. Not always.
Again,
Nazis, but okay. Nazis and Lupin is definitely a back to the well thing.
Yeah,
like Captain America fighting Nazis.
Yeah.
I feel like Captain America fighting Nazis is so redundant because I think all the Nazis would have told each other, "Don't fuck with that nigga." You know what I mean?
But Monkey Punch dares to cross that line and actually put Hitler in it.
That's what I'm like. Monkey Punch is one of them Japanese niggas. You know Hitler was a person. Yes, we know that, granddaddy.
I mean, Hitler was in the freaking damn Dragon Ball Genoba movie, and I was like, well, that was
he was.
That was the thing.
That was definitely a thing. I swear, I think Akira got that from Monkey Punch. He's like, hey, Punch. This all right?
My name's Sherman, but yes.
Anyways,
I drew him short like Dr. Slump. Is this good enough?
You find it there, but wow.
Don't watch live action.
One day, Three Black Geeks will.
That is a corridor that I do not want to go down, but it is almost textbook. Remember, Three Black Geeks, we don't do bad movies unless there's a lesson to be learned in it.
I mean, it's
or there's too many jokes and we gotta crack them in it. But
live action
I
Lupin,
hope we don't have to go to live action Lupin because I still haven't seen it. When it comes to bad movies, I have to watch them first and think, should we? In this case, I don't know. I've never seen it before. And Eris, every time I mention it to him, he goes, So
no,
I don't like that.
It's literally, brother.
It's one thing when Eris goes into detail about how was it suck, and then when Eris goes, yeah, man, that means it really sucks.
I was with Day. That's how me and Prime were with that Gotcha Man live action. I was like,
when I don't have the energy to describe, that's how bad it is.
Boy, Chris, after watching Death Note, like, hey, how was Death Note? These motherfuckers don't say nothing else, Chris. Don't say nothing else.
When I'm vanilla ice cream sitting on a curb melting away, it's just arms in my head. Don't even ask me.
Are you in the Matrix Tsunami?
No. I'm talking about on a curb, melted vanilla ice cream, just melting away. Like, don't ask
me. Matrix.
Like, don't ask me anything. I don't even want to talk about it. It's that bad.
But anyway, after midnight, let's get off this shit. Thank you everybody for staying up and listening to this shit. We catch y'all next week.
Rest in power, Akira Toriyama.
See you.